here tonight, and whether or not that played a factor on that last throw. I know that Josh Allen, having played there in Wyoming, he's accustomed to inclement weather, but that was a throw he'd like that back for sure.
Jones falls down, and here's another miss by a lot on John Brown. Cutting across the field, he was open and in front of Charvarius Ward, but Allen missed him. We'll look at the numbers and the offensive line for the Buffalo Bills. You mentioned Devin Singletary, not off to a great start. 74th overall pick last year out of Florida Atlantic.
Well, they've had a hard time running the football, and yes, you have to be able to throw the ball in this league in order to win. But when teams are playing coverage, as so often is the case against the Bills, you've got to be able to run the ball better than they have against those favorable looks.
Here's pressure. Allen backpedals, and now an incompletion because there was no catch as Brown had it hit right off his face mask. That's the arm talent of Allen. Was backpedaling, delivered a strike, and then doink.
Wow, I don't know. That was not a good set of downs right there. First two throws, not good throws by Josh Allen. That time does a good job escaping the rush and throws a perfect pass, and that's not in the playbook for wide receivers.
Oh, Horquez hits it a beauty. He's got the two longest punts in the league this year, and this was one of his better ones as well. Here is good coverage downfield on McCole Hardman. 58-yard punt. And Neal is downfield to make the stop. Here comes Patrick Mahomes. Completed balls at 51% at home against Las Vegas. That's his lowest percentage in his young career, but you want a guy that can deliver the dynamic. You want a guy that can change the scoreboard. Doesn't matter what it looks like, really, at any point in the ballgame. He proved that last postseason.
He sure did, and he's proved it this year that no matter what it looks like at various times during the game, this offense can just explode at any time. You think about New England, it held them down for a little bit, and then the next thing you know, they're just going down the field.
Here is a handoff as we get our first running play of the ball game, and a nice carry of 9 yards by the rookie Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Mario Addison downfield to make the stop. Second down and 1 coming up. The depth of the offensive line has been tested as Remmers gets the start at left guard for the injured Osemele. And Duvernay Tardif opted out. Hill in motion. Handoff here again. And it is enough, it appears, by Edwards-Helaire for a first down.
The Chiefs come out, they run the ball on the first two snaps of this ball game, and typically the Chiefs, they don't run the ball a whole lot in the first half. We'll see how the rest of this half goes, but generally they come out firing right away. That's a pretty good start, though, to be able to get the running game going, pick up the first down.
Quick throw, that's Hill up to make the catch, and then a sure-handed tackle, but a nice gain on first down. Norman out there to make the stop, but a gain of 8. Troy, I think a message has been sent by Leslie Frazier and Sean McDermott, the head coach, with a couple of healthy scratches up front for this Bills defense that has underperformed this season.
Yeah, Trent Murphy and Harrison Phillips, they're healthy scratches, and this is a big ball game. You think, hey, can we send that message maybe next week?
Mahomes on second down over the middle. That throw was high, and I don't think there's any doubt, as Kelsey was wide open, that with the conditions and the rain, that is a damp football. That was an easy throw that Mahomes just overshot.
Quentin Jefferson, he's able to get the pressure. I agree with you, Joe. I don't think the pressure by Jefferson had anything to do with the throw being high on Kelsey. I think the weather is already showing to be a factor, but inside there, Andrew Wiley, the right guard, I thought he struggled against the Las Vegas Raiders. this past game as well, and that's the one area where the Bills, if they can continue to get that kind of pressure, that'll serve them well.
3rd down and 2. Williams carries for a first down and plenty more. A couple of first downs on this first possession for Kansas City. That carry for 9.
Well, watch Mike Remmers here, the left guard, who's filling in there tonight for Osemele, who's out, and he does a good job. I mean, the lane that they have, they're blocking on the outside. Tyreek Hill, it's just good execution within that running game, and that's why you go out and you sign a veteran like Mike Remmers, a guy who has over 80 starts in the NFL. He's able to step in and keep the train going.
With his 8th different organization. As helmet will travel, Mahomes on first down is going to run and slide with a gain of 4 on first down. There is head coach Sean McDermott. He's in his 4th year here with the Buffalo Bills. He's taken Buffalo to the postseason 2 times over his first 3 seasons. You start going down the coaching tree and looking back at the first staff that Andy Reid put together as a first-year head coach in Philly in '99. The list is unbelievable. McDermott was a part of that. Here is a handoff, and on the ground is Edwards-Helaire. A gain of 2. Tripped over Andrew Wiley. Well, here's how it started, and these are just some of the players in this equation. Andy Reid, Sean McDermott, Eric Bieniemy back then and now in 2020. Andy Reid head coach, Sean McDermott head coach. And Eric Bieniemy is a head coach in waiting.
Yeah, you think about a guy like Doug Peterson. He was playing on Andy Reid's first team there in Philadelphia. He's gone on, obviously, and had great success in Philadelphia.
3rd down and 4 now. Mahomes slides to his right, pass incomplete for Kelsey, and the Buffalo defense makes a stop on 3rd down. Neal there defending. Just to finish that story, McDermott, head coach. Brad Childress, quarterback's coach. He was a head coach. Pat Shurmur, the tight ends coach. He's been a head coach. Jim Johnson, one of the greatest defensive coordinators ever. Ron Rivera coached the linebackers. Leslie Frazier's been a head coach. Steve Spagnuolo's been a head coach. John Harbaugh was the special teams coach. I mean, that list is just mind-blowing for a guy putting together his first staff. That was Andy Reid in '99. Here's a return by Roberts. Has a little bit of room, and as he tiptoes up the sideline, returns it for 24. After a 42-yard punt, Bills have it for the 2nd time on a rainy night in New York.
888 Sport, official partner of the NFL on Sky Sports.
Did you know that over time your nose gets sense, so you keep smelling the freshness for up to 90 days. Febreze. Breathe happy. Try the Febreze limited edition winter scents now.
New Sure Advanced Protection offers you double the protection at 72 hours, outlasting the leading antiperspirant and giving you the confidence you need to take on every challenge. Our best ever protection in an aerosol. Sure Advanced Protection. It won't let you down.
I had this idea of what a perfect life looked like.
What's going on? Grace, she was found dead. What? This story will explode.
How well
Did you know the victim?
Why were you there that night?
Chris, what the devil's going on?
Is he back yet?
How well did you know the victim?
Why were you there that night?
Is he back yet? I don't want to know.
You don't want to know, or you already do know?
.888 Sport, official partner of the NFL on Sky Sports.
Welcome back to this Fox and NFL Network special presented by Bud Light Platinum. That punt by Tommy Townsend, the return by Andre Roberts, netted just 18 yards of field position. And so a good starting point at their own 32 for the Bills. Second possession, they run it for the first time with Singletary. He gets one. Here were Troy Aikman's draft notes back in the day leading into the 2018 draft on Josh Allen.
Well, I had a chance to work that draft when he was coming out in 2018 along with a lot of other quarterbacks. And, you know, the criticism on Josh Allen coming out was his accuracy. And I've always believed that that's the most important thing for a quarterback, is being able to throw the ball straight and put it where you want to put it, because if you can't do that, then there's really not a whole lot else that matters beyond that.
He sidesteps the rush out to his right, shows what he can do with his legs, and now this is incomplete. Tyler Kroft had it for a split second, could not hang on as he was thrown to the ground by Ward, and that'll bring up 3rd and 9.
You know, people talk about toughness and leadership qualities and, you know, a lot of different things when you start evaluating quarterbacks, mobility. But to me, ultimately, you have to be able to throw the football, and you have to be able to throw it where you want to throw it to complete passes. And he was a 56% passer in college there at Wyoming, and that's what he was through the first 2 years. This year, he's right around 70% completion. I never thought it was something that you could really get that much better at, but he has proven me wrong this year. Now, it has helped. He's got a lot better players around him this year than he's had, too.
Pressure again. He's just out to his right, shows off his legs, and dives. Where are they going to put it? Right now, looks to be inches short of first down yardage, but that shows you what Josh Allen can do with his legs.
Oh, he's a heck of an athlete. I mean, what he's able to do. I'll tell you who another athlete is, and that's Chris Jones. Watch 95 right in the middle there, take off, and he's running down Josh Allen. That's a big man right there, 310 pounds. And he's able to make a play, but not until after Josh Allen's able to pick up that first down. I mean, he's extremely mobile.
Wow. They marked him for a first down. Bills will take it. But he looked to be short of the line to gain. Here is Isaiah McKenzie on a little push pass. No challenge by Andy Reid on the spot. And a gain of 5 on first down after that generous spot and a fresh set.
Well, you talk about his ability to run, Joe, and unless you're the Ravens, Patriots, or Cardinals, you don't like seeing that your quarterback's your second leading rusher. And they need to get more out of that run game from these running backs that they've gotten so far.
Here's Singletary, right side on 2nd and 5. He's got a first down. That's more clear. A gain of 9.
And that's a good start. Tyler Kroft, if you're going to run strong side to your tight end, you better have a tight end who can block the edge. And he does an excellent job. You know, they're without Dawson Knox here tonight. But Tyler Kroft, he is more of the inline guy who can handle some of that blocking. That was a heck of a run.
Knox out with a calf injury. So a first down at the Kansas City 44. Here's a little toss back to Allen. Steps up, lets it fly downfield for Brown, and tipped away. Put a flag on the play. Thornhill knocked it away at the last moment. Hitchens had pressure on Allen, and let's take a look at the back end of this play.
Well, that just shows you how strong Josh Allen's arm is. First of all, there's 2 guys there, and I don't know. No, I didn't see a whole lot there, but Josh Allen, you got to get protection up front if you're going to run that type of play to allow Brown to get down the field and allow Allen the time to throw it.
Interference on the play. Result is an incomplete pass. Second down.
I think that's a good job by those officials picking up that flag. I didn't think there was enough there, but I talked about Josh Allen's arm strength, and part of that, Joe, when I was watching him on his pro day in Laramie, Wyoming a few years ago, he threw a ball further than I've ever seen, well over 80 yards. And so a lot of times on a play like that, especially someone who can run like John Brown, you're going to outrun a quarterback's arm strength. That's not possible with Josh Allen, but a little tougher conditions tonight in order to get the ball out there the way that he'd like.
Chiefs show they're coming on a blitz. See if they stick with it. Josh Allen has started 1 for 6. And he slings it high and caught by Beasley for the first down.
Nice spin move by Frank Clark. He's able to get pressure on Josh Allen, but he manages the pocket very well. Watch right down here at the bottom. And actually, that's not that's Taco Charlton. It was not Frank Clark coming off the edge. He's able to get pressure on Josh Allen, but he's able to sidestep that. That's a heck of a play by Cole Beasley.
And that's the first completion downfield for Allen, whose only completion prior to that was that little push pass to McKenzie. Now first down. Play action. Good protection this time. End zone and incomplete for Stephon Diggs. Just to go back to that third down run by Josh Allen, Mike Pereira in my ear said Allen was a yard short of the first down. He steps out there, and yet even with the official coming in marking him initially short of first down yardage, they gave him the first down. And here are the Bills now rolling, facing second down and 10 with a ball at the Kansas City 33.
They're showing blitz once again. Now they're backing out.
Here is Singletary on a draw, brought down by Charlton.
They'll try to play some games here with Josh Allen. He's going to try to check. He does a good job there. Daniel Sorensen, the safety, he comes down. He starts down, and then he works back. And when he works back, Josh Allen, he's anticipating that. He checked run, and they're at least able to get some positive yardage out of that. But now here they are faced with a 3rd and 7.
10th play. Allen has a man wide open. That was Singletary, and as Allen's momentum was carrying him back toward his own end zone, he throws high and wide. Wow. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, that's those are tough misses because Devin Singletary, he is wide open. They totally bust coverage on him. There's nobody that went with him. They brought the blitz, which is what Spagnuolo will do. Both of these coaches bring a lot of pressure on 3rd down. And with that, sometimes they'll turn guys loose. And that time, Singletary was free and just not a good throw.
This would be season long for Bass, who knocks it through. In his rookie year, 6th round pick out of Georgia Southern, Tyler Bass. Step right up. He's provided the first 3 points of the night.
.888 Sport, official partner of the NFL on Sky Sports.
This is New London. Everyone's happy here. Everyone has a place. There's no hunger, no violence.
There's no pain there, John. I've always wanted that for you.
This is your home now.
All you have to do is connect. Everyone belongs to everyone else.
But this place is so perfect. Why is it upside down? There's a disruption.
We need to stop this before this goes too far.
You want to be happy, or do you want to be free?
The boy who lived. A world full of wonder.
It's all about humanity.
Witches. Wizards. Magic. And thunder. Every spell cast. Every danger unfurled. So prepare to immerse yourself in the Wizarding World. All the magic of Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts in one place for the very first time. The Sky Cinema Wizarding World Collection, available now.
Sky Store. You're in for an epic tale.
We are under attack. Every family must contribute one man to fight.
It is my duty to protect my family.
Watch the latest movies from the comfort of your sofa.
What is your name, soldier?
Hua Jun, Commander. Son of Hua Zhou.
I will bring honor to us all.
Disney's Mulan, available now in Sky Store.
888 Sport, official partner of the NFL on Sky Sports.
Well, the Buffalo Bills are leading the AFC East in the first year of the post-Brady era. Brady is 17-time division champ in the AFC East, and Patriots lost yesterday to the Denver Broncos, so they're under 500, trying to get healthy. They did have Camp back yesterday, but here's Buffalo in the driver's seat in the division. The record of 4-1 and leading 3-0. On the field goal by Bass, who now hits it out of the back of the end zone. Well, the offensive line has been shuffled even more, Aaron Andrews, for Kansas City.
Yeah, Mitchell Schwartz, right tackle for the Chiefs. He just went into the locker room, Joe, with a back injury. He's questionable to return. He did come into this game with that back injury. It actually happened later in the week. I spoke to him early. Everything was fine. And, yeah, he showed up in the injury report later on this week.
Daniel Kilgore got the start at center. Remmers at left guard, and here's a handoff, and here is Edwards-Helaire. Like a rocket through the line, and a carry of 31 yards. That is a season long for the rookie from LSU.
Well, we saw Remmers at left guard make a nice block. He moves to right tackle for Mitchell Schwartz. He does a heck of a job there. They kick out with the tight end. You see the blocking up front. Kelsey does a great job. Look at that lane right there that he has to run through. So Kansas City, instead of coming out throwing, they have run the football, and they have run the football exceptionally well. This is a Bills defense giving up a lot of yards through the air. But the Chiefs, so far, at least first couple possessions, they've been doing it on the ground.
Out of the backfield, here is Edwards-Helaire. Makes the catch. A nice game. This kid can play. #1 rookie in rushing yards coming in, 10th in the league. That one good for 5 on the throw from Mahomes. Don't forget, football continues tonight on ESPN with a real Monday Night Football. Arizona Cardinals at the Dallas Cowboys. Kickoff 8:15 Eastern on ESPN.
The Kansas City Chiefs, the first couple games, they ran the ball extremely well. The last two against the Patriots and Raiders, they struggled. But there has definitely been an emphasis coming into this game.
2nd down and 5. Good protection. Pass is caught. That's Robinson. Makes a little move, and he's got another Kansas City first down as he gets 7.
Of course, Demarcus Robinson, he's going to get a little bit extra work there without Sammy Watkins. You know, so many times you play the Chiefs, you prepare all week long just saying, don't give up the big play, don't give up the big play. And you know, this is like a 400-meter relay team at wideout with the speed that they have. That it creates a lot of space then for some of those underneath type throws.
Mahomes throws on the move, finds Robinson again, and he's down near the 11. Johnson makes the stop after a completion of 22 yards, and the Chiefs offense is rolling right now.
Yeah, Buffalo, they're playing coverage. They're going to play soft. And you look out there at Josh Norman, I mean, look at the cushion that he's given them. And, I mean, that's easy. But the teams that have had success against the Chiefs the last couple of weeks, They have played coverage. They've played to not give up the big play and then just try to stop them when they get down here in the red zone.
Mahomes floats it. Kelsey, a juggle, and touchdown. Travis Kelsey has his 4th of the year, and Kansas City jumps on top with that 11-yard completion to big number 87.
That's just a heck of a route by the all-pro tight end Travis Kelsey. A little double move here as he comes up, and he's working on the linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds, and you see that he starts, but it's a double move there on the juke route, and he does a heck of a job in being able to catch it. Let's see if he crossed the goal line. Sure looks like he did. Don't know exactly where his knee is at that point, but both these quarterbacks having a little bit of a tough time spinning the ball here in this drizzle. But a good catch by Kelsey, and looks to me like a score.
This is a Buffalo defense without their best cover linebacker, and Matt Milano again out with a pec injury. Edmonds couldn't cover Kelsey.
Yeah, and that's no knock on him, right? I mean,
no, who can?
Yeah, who can? I mean, you're right. The loss of Matt Milano, who did not play against Tennessee either, that affects them. And he's an athletic guy. They like him matching up against tight ends and running backs, but Kelsey he's an all-day affair trying to cover him.
Well, they're going to review it, give it a more extensive look to make sure Kelsey was in. Right now, 6'3" KC.
888 Sport, official partner of the NFL on Sky Sports.
Did you know that every single flush flings odors onto your soft surfaces? Then they get released back into the air so you smell them later. Ooh, right? That's why Febreze created New Bathroom. Press firmly and watch it get to work. Unlike the leading gel, Febreze continuously eliminates odors both in the air and on soft surfaces, so they don't come back. Last for up to 45 days. Now that's one flushin' fresh bathroom. Febreze. Breathe happy.
Sometimes buying a car is a necessity. If that time is now, CarGurus contactless services can help. Not only is it easy for you to find great deals, we're also partnering with dealers across the country to put your safety first. With CarGurus contactless services, you can search by private dealer appointments, at-home test drives, and contactless purchases. Find your great deal safely at CarGurus.
Is it ready yet, Wallace?
Hold on a moment, your ladyship. You're gonna love this. Oh, it has a built-in foot massager. It's all about humanity. Where are we off to, Gromit? I already know how to make a sofa.
Oh. With our handmade sofas, everyone can enjoy cracking comfort. It's fun.
I told you this was the place for comfort.
DFS. What is?
People like us must destroy people like him.
Remember that when we weren't friends, the world was a very uncomfortable place.
He wants to be friends. So we'll be friends. Right up until the moment we drop him.
Game's not over.
I'm aware.
.888 Sport, official partner of the NFL on Sky Sports.
All right, it's official. It is a touchdown for Kelsey for Patrick Mahomes' new club record. 16 straight games with at least one touchdown pass, and for a terrific player, Travis Kelsey, 41st career touchdown reception, his 4th of this season.
Impressive drive there. It's a good start for Kansas City, the way that they've been balanced running the football, and then Mahomes 5 of 7 here in the early going.
(7-3) Kansas City. Tomorrow night, Game 1 of the World Series, as rookie sensation Randy Arozarena leads the Rays against Mookie Betts and the Dodgers. Betts has been unreal with his glove. Pair of wild 7-game championship series. Both teams in the Fall Classic now. Tomorrow, 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific, only right here on Fox. The Rays, their second World Series. They lost to Philly in 2008. Dodgers, third World Series in the last 4 seasons. Kershaw gets the ball in Game 1 for LA. And you know who grew up a huge Dodger fan?
Who?
Andy Reid.
Hey, there you go. You're getting more prime time than anybody I know these last
feel like
couple
Seacrest.
weeks. I mean, you're big time.
After the break.
You're bigger than Seacrest. Come on.
I mean, way more. 3:05 left, first quarter.
I grew up going to Dodger games.
Yeah, but
Dodgers, Angels. I got a story about every team that wins. I can kind of latch
amazing.
on. It's
like Aaron Andrews, who claimed like 7 hometowns. Yeah, I'm from Oklahoma. Yeah, I'm from California.
They don't have a baseball team in Oklahoma, though.
All right, third possession for Josh Allen. First 16 starts compared to his last 16 starts. The numbers have improved dramatically. Pass touchdowns, the interceptions, the quarterback rating, and then on the right, his last 16 starts. Slow start in this one, coming off that loss against a Tennessee Titans team that practiced once in 2 weeks because of COVID outbreak. I think they were shocked to come out of Nashville without a win, considering all that the Titans had been through. A huge shout out to Mike Vrabel for the job that he did getting his team ready, and they won again yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, Mike Vrabel's done a great job there in Tennessee, and just a team that's taken on the personality of him. Just tough-minded, don't beat themselves, hard-nosed football team.
Here is Singletary with a first down. It's nice seeing the Bills get back to running the football.
Yeah, and that's what they needed to do. And with the start, especially in these conditions, and you know, it's as we move through this season, as Bills fans know, it's not going to get better as far as the weather. So being able to run the football, and when we talk about Josh Allen and how improved he has been this year, I almost feel like we should also include a picture of these wide receivers, because the improvement there, especially Stephon Diggs, has had a big impact on his play.
Singletary maybe 2, Noddy in there on the stop.
But yeah, the way that Josh Allen came out here tonight, the ball getting away from him, and that's what I attributed to. I was talking about his accuracy coming out of college, and like I said, that was an issue. He's gotten better, but I think the misses that he's had here tonight, because we've seen it from Mahomes as well, I think it's more that the ball's coming up with some moisture on it.
Here's one to Diggs, his second target, his first catch. And Bashaud Breeland showed nice restraint after lifting Stephon Diggs in the air and then just gently returning him to planet Earth.
Bashaud Breeland, he began the year suspension for 4 games, and then he comes back against the Raiders and has a big interception. And that ball game, a big part of that Super Bowl team last year. This pass defense has been pretty good until that Raiders game.
Here's Allen, quarterback run, and he's going to plow ahead for a first down. I mean, he is a huge guy, Josh Allen, listed at 6'5", 237. He shows power here, but he shows a lot of missability, too, when he's sliding around in the pocket.
Yeah, and what's interesting, Joe, is when he was coming out of high school, he was 6'2", and as you mentioned, he didn't have any Division I offers, so he goes to junior college, and while he's in junior college, he grew 3 inches, so then all of a sudden he's 6'5", and even with that, Wyoming being the only college that offered him a scholarship, I was wondering how you go from Central California to Laramie, Wyoming, but that's why.
That looked to be the right decision by Allen. He faked it to Zach Moss, took it himself, got 5, and that's the end of quarter number one.
It's all about humanity.
It's a 7-3 ball game. Watching this Fox and NFL Network special presented by Bud Light Platinum. Back after this.
888 Sport, official partner of the NFL on Sky Sports.
Next October, squads will assemble for the Rugby League World Cup on our turf. England, the Tongans, the Kiwi Ferns, the Chadwicks, the Cockcross, the Davises, the Galucci's, the Rochdale Roadies, the Bingo Besties, the Flatshare Frontliners. Get ready to assemble your squad for the Rugby League World Cup 2021. Apply for your tickets from this Friday.
I really struggled with limescale and watermarks. They made my bathroom look like I didn't care. But then I discovered Silit Bang. It powers through limescale and watermarks, and I love the smell too.
Time for a hygiene boost? Try Silit Bang for grease, black mold, or to kill 99.9% of germs.
It's match day, and this is your game. Play it your way with William Hill ACCA Freedom. Build the ACCA you want. Make your choice. Boost your odds. Boost your value. Or switch. Insure it. Because it doesn't always go your way.
Waiting for the decision. He's given it!
Now, fire up the chat. Take the shot. Play your best game. ACCA Freedom from William Hill.
I had this idea of what a perfect life looked like.
What's going on? Grace, she was found dead. What? This story will explode.
How well did you know the victim?
Why were you there that night?
Chris, what the devil is going on?
Is he back yet?
How well did you know the victim?
Why were you there that night?
I don't want to know.
You want to know, or you already do know?
.888 Sport, official partner of the NFL on Sky Sports.
Welcome back to this Fox and NFL Network special presented by Bud Light Platinum. The Buffalo Bills won back-to-back AFL championships in 64 and 65. Saw Jack Kemp. There is Lou Saban, the head coach. In 65, built the championship here with Buffalo. 66, Kansas City Chiefs, led by quarterback Lenny Dawson, defeated the Bills in the AFL championship. The right to go and play in the first World Championship game, AFL against the NFL. The history here in Buffalo as a handoff is to Moss, and Moss on second down and 5 gets 4. Brought down by Noddy, who's been all over the place here early.
Well, Zach Moss, he has missed the last 3 games, and coming into this season, kind of the plan for Buffalo was that between he and Devin Singletary, whoever had the hot hand, that would be the guy then they go with during the ball game, and expect him to get some more carries and see what he can do with the time off that he's had. But this is a Chiefs defense that's given up a lot of yards on the ground this year.
That is just a good effort for the first down by Moss, the rookie, just driving the legs. On this current drive, Christina, 7 runs, 1 pass. That is not by accident.
Well, yeah, Sean McDermott told us he did not want this game to turn into a track meet, and Mother Nature provided the assist here because the rain has been steady throughout. It has not let up, and both these pass-heavy offense leaning on the run a lot tonight.
And it's been effective. Here's a throw. Time to throw down the middle. Diggs. Incomplete. And good coverage. A recovery downfield by Thornhill, and he got in there to help break it up.
Yeah, this is always risky when you're late on the throw, but with his arm strength, he's able to get it out there far enough. They just ran out of real estate. I think that Diggs, you see that Allen under pressure. Diggs knows that he's got to try to make this catch and at the same time stay in bounds. I've seen him make those catches like their routine. You don't see Diggs miss many of those. Although the Bills in general this year they have had a lot of drops. That was a missed opportunity. Good job by Allen navigating that pass rush.
Here's another design quarterback run, and look at the big guy rumble. He's got a first down as Breland just bounced off him.
Well, it's a good approach by Brian Dable, the offensive coordinator, in coming into this game. And they've now run this Wildcat stuff with Josh Allen at quarterback, and that doesn't get any better than that when you've got a quarterback who can also move and break tackles. There's Brian Dable. But it's twofold. One, you've got a Chiefs defense that's given up over 150 yards a game rushing. So that's a weakness. Exploit it. Secondly, if you are able to run the football, you shorten the game, and more importantly, you keep Mahomes on the sideline.
Here's a delayed handoff. Moss spins, takes it to the 25. Allen has rushed for 3 first downs in this game. Here's tonight's professional grade presented by GMC as we focus on Josh Allen.
But you see Josh Allen, first of all, he's got a good base, and he doesn't require a whole lot of movement with his legs. His lower body, because of his arm strength, watch his legs. They don't really have to go anywhere. I mean, sometimes he doesn't even take a step. That was a dime right there, that throw that he had the other night. It was terrific, but he's able to do those kinds of things. He's got such confidence in his arm strength that he can get it just about anywhere he needs to.
He keeps here and is going to go down as Frank Clark would not let go. A loss on the play of 3 to bring up 3rd and long.
Well, once Josh Allen pulls this, it was a run the entire way, but at the end of this play, it's a good job by Frank Clark. You know, he's able to maintain, contain, but it looks like Josh was thinking about doing something with that football, but there was nobody, there was no route, and no one was expecting a pass.
Hey, go 80, go 80! 37's the mic! 37's the mic! Hey, go here, go here! Come on!
Timeout called by the bench. Allen didn't see it. Play clock was at 1. And that timeout was called by McDermott. We'll be right back after this from Progressive.
We're at the movies and we need to silence our phone. Who knows where that button is?
I don't have silent.
Everyone does, right up here.
It happens to all of us. We buy a new home and we turn into our parents. What I do is help new homeowners overcome this.
Was that an adjustable spanner? Good choice, Steve.
Okay, don't forget, you're not assisting him. You hired him. If you have nowhere to sit, you have too many. Who else reads books about submarines?
My dad.
Yeah.
Oh, those are...
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
Look at that.
All right, so 3rd down and 10 after the first time out of the ball game's taken by the Bills.
This Bills team, they lead the NFL in 3rd down conversions, and they made it a little tougher on themselves, and that lost yardage that Josh Allen had, turning this into a 3rd and 10 situation. They were ahead of the chains prior to that.
It's all about humanity. Hey, go fire truck! Go fire truck! That's 56! 56! You're up to the
They're spreading them out. They got one-on-one.
And that's where Allen looks. Diggs, end zone, flag for the coverage by Ward. Looked like he had a hold of the arm or the hand of Diggs, and that's why they threw the flag.
He went to the right place. He had the one-on-one with Diggs. You like this matchup against Ward. Yeah, there was definitely some contact, a grab there of the left arm. Diggs wants it. He gets the flag. It's a really nice job.
Number 35, spot foul, automatic first down.
You see the grab there by Ward. Allen, he's taken a few hits now after that's Jones too, and that's priority number 1 when you come in against Kansas City in protection is how do we handle Chris Jones there in the middle. But Ward had a tough outing against the Raiders, and they sat him down for a bit. But you get him matched up on Diggs. What a heck of a job by Josh Allen. He sees that they were in man coverage. He checked it. That's why they split Diggs out wide and got the look they wanted.
Now 1st and goal, Allen keeps. And throws. It is caught for the touchdown. Stephon Diggs able somehow to keep his feet in bounds. And Buffalo back on top.
And he victimized Charvarius Ward. Ward does not play the ball. Ward was actually in a pretty good spot. Keep an eye on him, and then he's just playing Diggs. He's no longer looking for the ball. He's there. Just turn and look. Yeah, you got the sidelines. So once you're working towards the sidelines, you know that, okay, well, he can't go any further. You can start trying to track the football. He never locates it. It's a good ball placement by Allen, and benefited by the pass interference on Ward. They're able to punch it in.
I mean, Diggs is bought in. He got both feet down, but Troy, we saw Stephon for years in Minnesota. He was always there for the deep ball, but now he's running the dirty routes over the middle. He'll do anything they ask him to do. They gave up a lot to get him. They're glad they gave it all up.
Absolutely. He's made a big difference. They're all happy about him being here, especially Josh Allen.
That is his third touchdown catch of the season. And a 6-minute, 43-second drive. Not only do they take the lead, but the offense of the Bills keeps the offense of the Chiefs on the sideline.
888 Sport, official partner of the NFL on Sky Sports.
It all started with us, the history makers, with acts of courage and strength.
Their stories liberated us, the barrier breakers. We defied the limits.
Giving us the chance to dream big, be innovative. We stop at nothing.
We're not going back. We're going forward.
It started with us, but continues with you. Celebrate Black History this October on Sky.
However you're spending the autumn nights, we've got a movie for you.
Isn't that perfect? You can clap now.
Immerse yourself with powerful true stories. Get swept away with action-packed thrillers or embark on epic adventures. You like it? With the whole family.
Scott, it's magical.
Your autumn nights are covered with Sky Cinema.
People don't really call me Oliver anymore. They call me...
It's you, isn't it, doing all this? Come with us. We'll sort you out with some new gear. Fagan, this is Twist. I thought we could train him up.
It's called surviving.
I know you're pulling a job. I want in.
We're on.
My kids are not disposable.
That's exactly what they are.
Be careful who you trust, because people only see what they want to see.
Suspect heading west. Flooring!
That was our one shot. It was a simple plan.
You better pray this time it goes like clockwork.
It's what we do to survive.
.888 Sport, official partner of the NFL on Sky Sports.
Josh Allen has just put himself on a graphic with Steve Young, second player all time with 15+ touchdown passes and 3 rush touchdowns over the first 6 games. Steve Young did it, the Hall of Famer, back in 1998. He would know that we just put his name on Fox, but he's working ESPN pregame as they get ready for the Cardinals and the Cowboys. Tomorrow night on NFL Total Access, MJ Acosta-Ruiz and the crew recap Week 6 and break down all of the latest news from around the league. NFL Total Access tomorrow at 7 live on NFL Network.
Well, here we go. I mean, you look at this game so far, Joe, and I like what both offenses have done as far as coming out and running the football and working against, some of these teams' weaknesses a little bit. But the Bills, they benefit from the pass interference, keep that drive alive. More importantly, they come away with the touchdown, and they were able to hold Kansas City there to that field goal. But by running it, they have shortened the game here in this first half.
Mahomes lost the ball coming out from under center and just had to get back on top. Remember all the changes up front, and that includes center Daniel Kilgore. instead of Austin Reiter, and Mahomes never got it or just got out of there too soon.
I will tell you that there are some times when changes are made at center and it's not a big deal and you just kind of move right along, and then there's other times, depending on the center and the snap, it's a totally different feel for the quarterback.
Mahomes throws, pass is caught to Marcus Robinson. Short gain, just a gain of 6. Taron Johnson out there for the stop. Mike Pereira, what do the officials do to try to keep these footballs as dry as they can?
Well, it's a tough challenge because you have pebbles on the ball too. So the interesting thing is each team prepares 24 footballs prior to the game. So you've got a lot of footballs. You get them dried on the sidelines. The umpires will often have a towel to keep them dry, but they'll rotate a bunch of balls in to try to keep them in as best shape as they can.
It's a good point about the pebbles. They added those before this game to kind of help with the footing. That had been a problem in some of these home games.
Here is a screen, and that works to perfection. Darrell Williams with blocking picked his way for a big catch and run of 15 and a first down.
Yeah, it's a really nice job. You've got Daniel Kilgore and then Andrew Wiley. They go out, they lead the way. This was set up nicely. And then there goes Williams and does a heck of a job navigating it. Watch the two big guys that get out in front, 67-77. And then Williams plays off of that. Third down has been a problematic down for Buffalo defensively. They have had a hard time getting off the field. They rank 30th in the NFL. They've given up over 50% or more here over the last few ball games.
Mahomes keeps. He's going to run and slides to avoid a bigger hit. Down at the 49, a gain of 5. And just to go back to that screen, you and I have done 100 Andy Reid games. Andy Reid has always been in charge of the offense with a really good screen game.
Absolutely. And that shield that Andy Reid is wearing tonight in this drizzle, he's going to need a windshield wiper.
They got people for that.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. I need some people like that. That's a life.
You got a get back guy over there, and you got a windshield guy, windshield wiper guy.
You got a guy here.
Yeah. Here is the rookie Edwards-Helaire, and that's enough for a first down. Gain of 5. In fact, going back to the Philly days, they compare Edwards-Helaire to Brian Westbrook, one of the best running backs we've seen in our time together, and he was a feature back for Andy Reid with the Eagles.
They've done a heck of a job when you know, Andy Reid and then general manager Brett Veach, who's in his 4th year, just what they've done with the talent and assembling this roster. And now they added Le'Veon Bell to that mix.
Here's Tyreek Hill. Gets it on a handoff, scored a rushing touchdown against the Raiders last week. Well, Le'Veon Bell will play next week. He's got to go through the COVID protocol. He plays next week at Denver. Vic Fangio saying, thanks, appreciate it. We just got another win, and now we got to deal with Le'Veon Bell. Then they play the Jets, by the way, the week after. But he is a force. 2017 Bell rushed for 1,291, caught 85 balls for 655 yards. He's 28, a 2-time All-Pro, and he, I am sure, is determined to show the Jets that he was misused. He sat out the one season, 2018, and it makes you think of a guy like Thurman Thomas, the Hall of Fame running back here, who could run routes as a running back like a wide receiver. That's what Le'Veon Bell is.
And that is, I mean, think about it. You've got Tyreek Hill and Sammy Watkins when he comes back from his injury. McCole Hardman, his development continues. He's a burner. And then you add Le'Veon Bell, a guy who can split out or come out of the backfield against linebackers. I mean, come on. I don't know how you stop it.
And they don't have to overplay this guy, Edwards-Helaire. Man, he is a good-looking rookie down to the 15. What was the team reaction when the Chiefs players, Aaron, found out that they were getting Bell.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the memes, as you can imagine, that guys were posting on Twitter were hilarious. I actually spoke to Anthony Hitchens about it, who had to face Le'Veon when he was with the Pittsburgh Steelers, and he said, all I have to say is whenever we face this guy, it was all about him. The game plan was all about him. The rich keep getting richer. We'll take it.
Perfect for Reed and Bieniemy. Edwards-Helaire is too.
Let me tell you something, Joe. This offensive line right now, Daniel Kilgore, who is at center, he is just destroying people up front, and is Andrew Wiley, the right guard. They're averaging over 8 yards a carry right now, and there's been a lot of running lanes for Edwards-Helaire on this possession. This has been impressive with you're talking about the shuffling of the deck that's happened up front on that offensive line, and yet they're just dominating the trenches. This is not even a fair fight right now.
Bad news for the Bills. That had been a strength underneath. Hill forced out of bounds, and we'll see where they say he stepped out. Tre'Davious White, the All-Pro from a year ago, forced him out a yard short of a first down. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Well, I had said it coming in, Joe, earlier in this ball game in the first quarter that the Chiefs in the first half were only running the ball about 35% of the time, second lowest in the NFL. And yet here we are in this game, and they've run the ball over 50% of the time. So heavy run against the Bills defense. It's had a lot of problems in pass defense.
Here's a toss. Edwards-Helaire. First down, touchdown. But a flag is down at the 5. There's a call.
Eric
Holding.
Fisher.
Offense, number 73. 10-yard penalty. Repeat 3rd down.
Well, that's on Allegretti, the left guard, the left tackle, Eric Fisher. He makes a great block. Here's the hold. Yeah, that's not a hold. You see that at the rodeo.
Taron Johnson taken to the turf, and they'll have to unwind the celebration for the rookie Edwards-Helaire. So Allegretti's at
the big break for the Bills.
He's a left guard next to the new center, Daniel Kilgore. Schwartz is still out at right tackle, where Remmers is. End zone, Kelsey.
Wow.
And a touchdown.
Wow.
How about the athletic ability? First of all, the throw, but 6'5", 260 to get his feet down. That's his second of the game. That was tremendous.
That's such a good job. It's not good coverage at all by Buffalo that they're able to get Travis Kelsey. He's running a 7 route. It's a corner route, and it's a zone coverage. He just gets right in there behind White and the safety, and eyes are in the backfield instead of picking up Travis Kelsey. And there's a lot of guys that I would allow to get open in the red zone. Travis Kelsey is not one of them. He's the most targeted guy by far by Kansas City when they get down to this part of the field. They got him to 3rd and long and could have gotten off the field with just a field goal. That's a great job finishing that by the Chiefs.
And the extra point is no good. That is the 4th extra point miss by Butker on a rainy night here in Buffalo. 3-point game.
.888 Sports, official partner of the NFL on Sky Sports.
No matter what you use to fight a cold, you could add Vicks Vapor Rub to help relieve your cold symptoms. Its 4-in-1 action relieves blocked nose, sore throat, congestion, and cough due to colds to help you sleep like a baby. Vicks Vapor Rub.
At Bet365, we're always innovating, creating. It's this constant pursuit of perfection that brought you Bet Builder, live streaming, in-play betting, and match live. It's the reason we're the world's favourite online betting company. Please, gamble responsibly.
Next October, squads will assemble for the Rugby League World Cup on our turf. England, the Tongans, the Kiwi Ferns, the Chadwicks, the Cockcrofts, the Davises, the Galuchis, the Rochdale Roadies, the Bingo Besties, the Flatshare Frontliners. Get ready to assemble your squad for the Rugby League World Cup 2021. Apply for your tickets from this Friday.
Entitled people conceal the ugly truths, and they think they can get away with it because they're rich.
888 Sport, official partner of the NFL on Sky Sports.
Jim Kelly, 2002 Pro Football Hall of Fame inductee, led the Bills to 4 consecutive Super Bowl appearances. The 5-time Pro Bowler, Kelly's number 12 retired by the Bills. Josh Allen, 7th overall pick in 2018. See the record as a starter, it flashed by, 19 and 13. Multiple touchdown passes in each game so far this year, and now you go back. All these teams trying to put the puzzle together to see who would be from the top pick all the way through the end of the first round. You go from Mayfield to Darnold, both under 500. Rosen is now on the practice squad in Tampa Bay. Lamar Jackson is the reigning NFL MVP. And then there's this guy, number 7, Josh Allen, 19 and 13 and getting better every year. Singletary, left side. Broke the tackle of Nadi for a moment. Nadi got back in on it, a gain of 3.
Well, Josh Allen was the guy coming out of the draft that most people felt that he had the most upside, but yet he was the guy who was probably the least ready to come in and play right away. Now, a lot of people didn't have Lamar Jackson as someone who was going to go in the first. Mason Rudolph was a guy who ended up going to Pittsburgh that was considered. But as it's turned out, I mean, Josh Allen has really come on. And in a lot of ways, a lot better than some of those others that we pointed to. But I do think that, you know, this is a perfect spot. And we heard Christina Pink before the game. Buffalo is a different kind of town for football and the people that are a part of it. Jim Kelly was, you know, you think of these people and how they embrace the community embraces them. And I just feel that being from a small town, having gone to Wyoming, this was a perfect fit for Josh Allen, and he loves it here. And as he should. This is a great place to play, especially when you win.
They're down in 5 now after the catch by Diggs. Allen is going to carry. Flag on the play. You see that come flying in. And I'll tell you what, credit Damian Wilson of the Chiefs with catching Josh Allen, the linebacker, Damian Wilson, to help Allen from slamming into the bench over there. That was a nice sportsmanship.
Illegal use of hands to the face. Defense, number 21. 5-yard penalty is added to the end of the play. Automatic first down.
That is the 4th rushing first down for Josh Allen in this game already, and there's the hands to the face.
Wow.
And watch Wilson. Love to see that.
Yeah, no question. That's a great job. Love seeing it as well. I'll also finish up, Joe, that, you know, Jim Kelly, we talk about no fans here, and we miss that. I miss being here in Buffalo, my first time to call a game here and not getting a chance to run into Jim Kelly. A great guy, great friend.
Here's Allen just getting rid of it. Pressure by Charvarius Ward. Chiefs are looking for a flag for grounding. So far, they are not finding any takers on that with this officiating crew. Definitely inside that tackle box. And I guess you could make the case it's over the head of Singletary.
Yeah, I think if probably not, but they err in protecting the quarterback. They don't really want to have to call intentional grounding if they can keep from it.
Here is a handoff, and well played by this Kansas City defense. Singletary brought down by Tershawn Wharton. Don't forget, football continues tonight on ESPN with the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. Kickoff 8:15 Eastern on ESPN. Dallas comes in at 2-3. No longer with Dak Prescott at quarterback. We send our very best to one of the faces of the NFL and an all-around great guy. And the Cowboys will take on Arizona, come in 3-2.
Last time they were 3rd and long, they went man coverage. They're doing it again. I mean, they got a chance one-on-one across. Well, now they're pulling out, which is good because they beat them the last time. They got the pass interference.
Allen hangs in, and what a throw and a catch, a flag. Diggs dropped it after cradling it for a moment, but a flag is thrown in the secondary.
There's a lot of contact at the top of this route. You see there the hand checking that's going on. And the flag came out pretty quickly there. There's a hand there on the hip.
Before the pass was thrown, illegal contact. Defense, number 21. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Almost looked like Breland got him twice.
Got him turned around. I mean, this is a good route by Diggs. He starts him inside, comes back out, turns him, and then, I agree, Joe, that he got him there, and then he gets him again here around the waist. Right there. I think that's a good job by the official, an excellent job by Diggs. He's got his hands full trying to cover this guy. I saw Stephon Diggs when he came into the league as a 5th-round pick to Minnesota very early on, and he was one of the better route runners I've seen in a long time.
Here's Singletary, a nice run, lowers his head at the end of it. Damian Wilson makes the stop after a gain of 7. We're already at the 2-minute warning, playing quick on a Monday night in Orchard Park, New York, home of the Bills, trailing by 3. Back after this.
.888 Sports, official partner of the NFL on Sky Sports.
No matter what you use to fight a cold, you could add Vicks Vapor Rub to help relieve your cold symptoms. Its 4-in-1 action relieves blocked nose, sore throat, congestion, and cough due to colds to help you sleep like a baby. Vicks Vapor Rub.
This Movember, go and mow to support the men in your life. It'll be the most important mow you ever grow.
Here's to the straggly ones, the first ones. The hey, I look good with this ones. The black, brown, red and grey ones. The itchy ones. The ones grown by dad. The ones grown for dad. The I nearly didn't do it this year ones. And the absolutely filthy ones. They all raise awareness, raise funds, start conversations and save lives. Whatever you grow, we'll save a bro. Sign up at Movember.com.
It started with the barrier breakers. Revolution is in the air, but continues with you. Celebrate Black History this October on Sky.
The boy who lived. A world full of wonder. Witches. Wizards. Magic. And thunder. Every spell cast. Every danger unfurled. So prepare to immerse yourself in the Wizarding World. All the magic of Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts in one place for the very first time. The Sky Cinema Wizarding World Collection. Available now. 888 Sports, official partner of the NFL on Sky Sports.
2 minutes left on a 49-degree night. It is cold, wet, foggy, and I guess the quarterback numbers reflect that Josh Allen has more rush yards than pass yards, but the Bills are only down by 3.
Well, isn't that something? That here Josh Allen, he's thrown for 27 yards and completed 35% of his passes, and they only trail by 3. I mean, that would be hard to imagine coming into this game if someone were to tell you that. But they've got a chance to keep this drive going, and it's gone pretty well until right now.
As Breeland comes in, what a good play by Bashaud Breeland. Brings down Singletary, a loss of 6.
Yeah, he hits it. They've got the reduced split by the receiver. So Breeland, he comes right off. There's just not a chance for them to be able to come out and make a block, and it's just the perfect call with the offensive play that was coming at them. It's a good job. Now can they get off the field? I mean, they just have not been able to make many stops here on third down. They've had the penalties also, which have hurt them.
Bills are 4 for 6 on third down in the ballgame. Take the handoff, and this one is batted down. Josh Allen ends up on the ground as Frank Clark was in the middle of it, knocked it down. It's 4th down, and the Chiefs about to get it back.
You got Diggs down here at the bottom, and they got tied up, and he goes down. Ward was looking for a flag to see if there had been a flag. Allen, however, was not working that way at all. He was going the opposite direction. So good job there by Kansas City, able to come up and make a play, and now with plenty of time, all 3 timeouts, they get the ball to start the second half as well.
And a fair catch called for and hauled in by Hartman. Well, the sports world lost a great one. We salute the life and times of Sid Hartman, American sports journalist for the Minneapolis Star-Tribune and the WCCO 830 AM radio station. For 7 decades, Hartman was considered the radio and print voice of Minnesota sports. Hartman has a statue outside of Target Field, over 20,000 career bylines, and journalism, like in life, is about relationships. Nobody had better relationships in the sports world than the now late great Sid Hartman, who passed away at the age of 100. And you know, I know even with you, if Sid Hartman called or he wanted to talk to you, you stopped everything and talked to Sid Hartman.
And he would too. He'd look me up after Vikings games and want to talk about what I saw, and then he'd write his article. I had no idea he was 100 years old. I mean, he looked like he was 70 at the most. I mean, he was in amazing health, and just, yeah, we lost an icon in him.
His last byline, by the way, was yesterday, which was the day, at least that's when it was printed. That was the day that he passed away. Great conversation with Adam Thielen.
See the big heavies there. They're over there on the sidelines. They're doing all they can. They're running as hard as they can to get over there and get lined back up again.
Chiefs have 3 timeouts. They didn't choose to use one there, and they may regret that. Here's a sack. Mario Addison.
That's such a good play by Mario Addison. He does his Dwight Freeney impersonation as well with a spin move, and Mahomes finally able to get the timeout, but he just kept playing, and they need him. They need him to get going. You know, he along with Jerry Hughes, those are their 2 premier guys that are capable of really applying pressure on a quarterback, and he comes up with a big play at the right time.
Mario Addison, brought in as a free agent. Last 8 years with Carolina, at least 9 sacks the previous 4 years. So they are going to need more out of him. They need more out of Jerry Hughes, albeit in his 11th year. And Oliver, who has discarded the knee brace. Healthy scratches. Trent Murphy, Harrison Phillips, as the message is being sent to wake up and get a consistent pass rush, because they haven't had it so far. They've got 10 sacks coming in among 9 different players.
Yeah, they haven't been the defense that we've gotten used to seeing the last couple of years. I mean, they would just smother people. And I do still believe in this defense and that they'll get it back.
2nd and 14. This one is to the turf. Off the hands of Hardman, and dangerous for Kansas City here at the end of the half. Let's find out what's coming our way at halftime.
Coming up on the Toyota halftime, hey, we're over here. We'll head back outside soon to break down the first half of this one and show you what we have in store for Thursday Night Football. That's coming up on the Toyota halftime.
The brain power and the creativity of Bill Richards and crew back in Los Angeles of how to promote what's coming at the half is mind-blowing.
It's a hell of a think tank they've got back there in LA, isn't it?
I got it. I thought of it. On 3rd down and forever, Mahomes backpedaling, and they just completed one for forever. 3rd and 14, but 16 seconds remain as they got 15 there to Demarcus Robinson.
They pretty much just said, the Bills did, that, hey, we'll give you the first down. We're just not going to let you go all the way downtown for a touchdown, because that was, you can go out to practice and throw on air and not get guys more open than that was.
And now timeout called by Buffalo. Let's go back and see that last throw by Mahomes. They needed 14, they got 15, so at least a chance with 2 timeouts to try to add to a 3-point lead after narrowly getting a deflected interception moments before that.
Yeah, right through the hands of Mecole Hardman. Joe, they need about 35 yards or so to get into range, and with 2 timeouts and with the speed of these receivers, they can chew up a lot of ground. That's not inconceivable.
Rutgers career long 58. That means getting it to the 40 of Buffalo. Here's an underneath throw to Kelsey. Makes a move, gets stripped to the ball. Buffalo on top of it, and they take over as Kelsey puts it on the ground. A.J. Klein knocked it out and may have saved a chance. With Kansas City thinking about a field goal try at the end of the half, and what a play as Norman recovers after Klein forced it.
It's a really good play by A.J. Klein, and you're right, Joe. I mean, what, 6 seconds on the clock? That would have been it would have been after.
It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity.
Allen by 1.
all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity.
You get a whole lot of something with Farmers Policy Perks. So much, I'm going to have to speed things up. You can get the claim-free discount, which gives you money off your homeowner's policy if you've been claim-free for 3 consecutive years. Also applies for 3 successive years, 3 years straight, and what's known to insurance fans as the claim-free three-peat. Get a whole lot of something with Farmers Policy Perks. Start with a quote by calling 1-800-FARMERS.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Now for the legal funding.
Not available in every state. Only available with select Farmers branded policies subject to terms and conditions underwritten by Farmers Truck and Fire Insurance Exchanges or affiliates.
What's hot for business this week at Staples?
Small prices, big savings.
Help your business go big with amazing prices on everything you need to pack and ship.
Right now at Staples, save 20% on UPS expedited shipping services. Plus, save up to 30% on select shipping supplies.
Shop in-store or get same-day delivery through Instacart and save big at Staples.
Ends 10/31 while supplies last. In-store only. See store for details. Instacart fees, taxes, and/or tips may apply. Delivery subject to availability. Additional terms apply.
This is time that matters. A window of time to help protect the ones you love. Your preteen benefits from staying up to date with their well visits. This is your window of protection. Schedule their well visit now. Brought to you by Merck.
Stay tuned following today's game for the postgame show with Chopin the Bulldog, featuring the Coach's Podium with head coach Sean McDermott. Reaction from the locker room and complete stats and game highlights right here on the Bills Radio Network.
You're listening to the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Welcome back, everybody, to the ECMC Halftime Show on the Buffalo Bills Radio Network. ECMC, go where the Bills go. I'm your host, Nate Geary. Bills trail the Chiefs 13-10 at the half. Time now to bring you our first half highlights. The weather was in play early on for both teams and both offenses as early punts from each side started the game until the Bills got the scoring started with a 48-yard Tyler Bass field goal to push the Bills out to an early 3-0 lead. The Chiefs would answer right back with a score of their own to take the 7-3 lead when reigning Super Bowl MVP Patrick Mahomes found Travis Kelce for for 6.
Here's the snap out of the gun. Mahomes dancing around, fires to Kelsey over the middle, driving to the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. He got behind Tremaine Edmonds and went in for the touchdown. An 11-yard pass from Patrick Mahomes to Travis Kelsey.
The Bills would not stay behind long and scoring on their next drive, going 75 yards in 13 plays, putting themselves back in the driver's seat when Josh Allen found Stephon Diggs for the first touchdown of the evening.
The snap. Josh Allen, play fake, looks to the end zone, rolling to his right, looks, fires down in the side of the end zone, and it is touchdown! A touchdown pass. Stephon Diggs somehow brought it in.
Another touchdown from Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense following a Bills touchdown on the previous drive. Got the Bills down 3 additional points when Patrick Mahomes found, you guessed it, Travis Kelsey one more time.
Mahomes standing in the pocket, fires it right side. Kelsey makes the catch at the 40-yard line, dodges the first man. Ball comes out loose along the far sideline.
Bills got it.
The Bills may have recovered it. The Bills recovered it. It looks like Josh Norman comes up with the football.
A missed Tyler Bass field goal at the end of the half keeps us at our score of 13-10 Chiefs. Time now for our Skyworks stats of the game. Skyworks, the official construction equipment rental company of the Bills. Josh Allen in that first half, 6 of 16 for 42 yards and a score. Patrick Mahomes on the other side, 11 of 14, really sharp in that first half, 119 and 2 scores to Travis Kelsey, who had 3 for 39 and those 2 scores. And then let's also take a quick check at the out-of-town scoreboard. It's brought to you by and delivered by UPS Stores of Western New York, home of the pack and ship guarantee. One game on the docket following this Bills game tonight, 8:15 kick. It's Cowboys. They're hosting the Arizona Cardinals, 8:15 on ESPN. That'll do it back here for me in our Amherst studios. Second half action continues next from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth with John Murphy, Steve Tasker, and Sal Capaccio after a quick timeout on Make Erie. This is Buffalo Bills football.
Your emergency health care can't wait. Kaleida Health emergency rooms are ready and open for in-person and video visits. For serious emergencies, our ERs are safe and taking extra precautions like universal masking and extra sanitizing. For less urgent care in the comfort of home, our ERs are also offering video visits, which you can schedule ahead of time. Don't wait and let a condition get worse. Get help today at KaleidaHealth.org/video visits.
Hey, it's Sue O'Neill. How long are you willing to wait for an investment to pay off? A year, 2 years, 3? When you invest in your home with beautiful new windows from Pella Windows and Doors, your investment pays off instantly, and you don't pay anything at all. Because with Pella Now, Pay Later, you'll get no payments for 5 months, plus no interest for 5 years. To schedule your consultation, go to PellaBranch.com/Buffalo to learn more. Pella Windows and Doors of Western New York, proudly serving the Buffalo and Rochester areas.
When you're part of a community, caring for one another is what you do. And at Univera Healthcare, one of the most important ways we care is helping Western New Yorkers care for themselves. So if it's been a while since you've checked in with your doctor, or you've put off appointments or health concerns, take the time to reconnect and move forward. Knowing the local care and support of your neighbors at Univera Healthcare is always behind you. Find resources and support at univerahealthcare.com.
Hey, it's Sal Capaccio. Did you know gold is more valuable right now than ever before? If you've got old gold laying around and you want to sell it, you can actually make a pretty good buck. But where do you go? Me, I go forth to Firth, where I know I can trust that I'll get top dollar for gold or any of my jewelry. Trade in for cash or trade up for something special when you go forth to Firth, just north of the Falls Fashion Outlets on Military Road. Take your old gold and jewelry in for a free appraisal, and just like me, you'll be a Firth fan too.
You're listening to the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
At Bill Stadium and the Bills trail Kansas City 13-10. John Murphy, Steve Tasker, live in the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank, increasing the value of you. Just 115 yards of total net yards for the Bills in that half, Steve. And I imagine that's where you want to start your halftime adjustments. Brought to you by Freed Maxick CPAs, the top 100 largest CPA firm in the nation.
Yeah, they're struggling up front with this Chiefs front. The Chiefs are doing a nice job picking their spots for pressure. There's been a couple of times where I thought they were bringing pressure and they backed out of it. But when they bring pressure, they're showing it. And the Bills have got to match up with it. They're also struggling to get the ball out. Josh is struggling to get the ball out on time when they do bring pressure. Now, when he does buy himself some time, he's had some success, but the Bills have run the ball 19 times. They've thrown it 16 times, and Josh is 6 of 16. So they've got to upgrade their passing production if they want to win this football game, Murph. These numbers and these stats show trends that just aren't winning numbers.
6 of 16 for Allen, 42 yards, 1 touchdown pass. The short touchdown pass that was the Bills' only touchdown of the first half. His counterpart, Patrick Mahomes, 11 of 14, 119 yards, 2 touchdowns. A couple of long 75-yard scoring drives for Kansas City. Very impressive. The Bills have to shut that down here in the second half.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get them off the field. I don't even know that they've had to convert too many third downs. A lot of them have been second down conversions for the Chiefs. The Bills, the one scoring drive they put together was impressive. It was a 75-yarder, a 13-play drive. Very nicely done. They've got to get back to that and find a way, Murph, to snap off a chunk play as well. These 2-yard runs, 3-yard runs have really done a lot to hamstring their ability to get in a place where they can pick up third down. So neither team has lit the scoreboard on fire, but the Chiefs, really, it's been that they've been running the football, and they've been chewing up clock as much as the Bills have, trying to keep Patrick Mahomes off the field. Not a lot of possessions in that first half. Just long, methodical drives that took up a lot of time. Ended up with a little flurry there at the end of the first half. But we'll see what happens on the second one. This has been the Bills. The Bills have got to come out and get a stop defensively and get something going offensively. We've talked at length this season, Murph, about the third quarter and how the Bills have struggled. If that continues tonight, it's going to be a long second half.
Set for the second half kickoff, brought to you by Country Sweet. Kick off your game day with Country Sweet cooking sauce. Country Sweet, it's all about the sauce. Tyler Bass approaches. Nicole Hardman waits, and here we go. Second half underway. Kickoff 3 yards deep in the end zone. Hardman brings it out. Cuts across the field at the 15-yard line. Wrapped up and dropped at about the 19-yard line. Good tackle there by Darrell Bam Johnson. Bammed him down to the ground. And the Chiefs will start at their own 20-yard line. All rights to this broadcast are reserved, and any rebroadcast, recording, retransmission, or other use of the broadcast without the express written consent of the Buffalo Bills is prohibited.
Nice job on the coverage there by the Bills special teams, getting them on the 20-yard line. Mecole Hardman thought he might have a chance to get it out past the 25, decided to give it a shot. Bills stop him short.
First down, Kansas City at their own 20-yard line. Clyde Edwards-Helaire gets the handoff from Mahomes and gets good yardage. Fights his way up to the 25-yard line. Picked up 5 before Justin Zimmer brought him down. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with 99 yards on the ground. He's been maybe the most impressive offensive weapon they've had so far, along with Patrick Mahomes.
Very consistent positive yardage. I don't think they've stopped him for a loss once tonight, and he's had nice 5-yard runs. Those are the ones that you haven't noticed. The runs that you have noticed are all double-digit runs, and he's had a handful of those, Murph.
Chiefs go with double tight ends here, 2nd and 5 at their 25-yard line. Tyreek Hill, relatively quiet first half in motion. The handoff goes to Edwards-Helaire, and he bangs down to the ground. Got 2 yards on that play. Zimmer and Tremaine Edmonds get credit for the Buffalo tackles. Sal Capaccio down on the sideline.
Yeah, guys, from halftime, we got an injury to report for the Kansas City side of things, and that is the defensive end Alex Okafor, questionable return to this game with a hamstring injury. We saw him going up to the tunnel late in the second half. The injury report brought to you by the Barnes Firm. Injured, call 1-800-8-million.
So it is 3rd and 2 from the 28-yard line. Darrell Williams replaces Edwards-Helaire. Yes, Steve.
That last 2-yard run by Helaire put him over 100. 12 rushes for 102 yards. That's how it's gone for the Bills tonight.
The snap. Mahomes gives it to Williams, drops his shoulders, fights forward, and gets first down yardage up to the 32-yard line. A 4-yard pickup. A.J. Klein brought him down there. First down, Kansas City at their own 32.
Yeah, that was just a big power run by their biggest running back to get that first down on a very short 3rd and 1 to stay on the field. This is going to be one of those, it looks like it might be a second half, Murph, particularly with Andy Reid and the way the tone he struck here. They may make you think they're just going to grind it out the entire second half and then try one over the top if they get an inkling to. But right now, they're in a power run set, and they're not letting up.
And the extra tight end, Kaiser, in the game. He lines up left side. Tyreek Hill goes slot right side. The snap. Mahomes back to throw. Deep drop. Pressured by Ed Oliver. Mahomes going to keep it and run with it, and he slides down at the 38-yard line. A 6-yard scramble for Patrick Mahomes. Taron Johnson will get credit for the Buffalo tackle.
Nice job by the secondary of the Buffalo Bills covering all those guys up. The Chiefs went with 2 tight ends plus a fullback. They were very heavy. It looked like they were going to see if the Bills wanted to bear up and stop that running game that has been so effective so far. The Bills didn't bite. They backed off, covered them all up, and Mahomes had to scramble and slide for a 6-yard gain.
Now the Chiefs line up 3 receivers right side. 2nd and 4. Kansas City at its own 38-yard line. The snap to Mahomes, hands it off. Edwards-Helaire gets through traffic, dodges one man, spins away from a second, and he drags tacklers all the way up to the 46-yard line. That's an 8-yard pickup and another Kansas City first down. Edmonds gets the tackle for Buffalo.
Yeah, that was just another well-blocked play up front. Bills just not gap sound. They've got guys running, the offensive linemen of the Chiefs getting angles, and the Bills standing up, not really giving ground, but there are gaps in their coverage in their defensive front that is allowing the running backs to get through there for the big gains.
Chiefs up by 3.5 minutes into the second half. First down, Kansas City at the Buffalo 46. Quick pass, fired over the left side, and it is incomplete. Intended for Ricky Seals-Jones, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, Mario Addison got in there on that play to get his hands up. And A.J. Klein there to tackle up and make sure that ball was incomplete. The Chiefs trying a little quick play action where the quick run fake and then the quick pass on a slant to try and break off a big play. What should have been an easy completion happened too fast for the receiver to catch that.
2nd and 10, Kansas City now at their own 46-yard line. They motion Kelsey into the backfield off the left shoulder of Mahomes. The snap, the give goes to Edwards-Helaire, and he gets banged around and dropped after he picks up about 3 yards. Stopped at their own 49-yard line. Vernon Butler and Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle for Buffalo.
Here's a rare 3rd and long. There's a 3rd and 7, really a little more of a 3rd and medium, but a 3rd and 7 here for the Bills to get a chance to get off the field. The Chiefs at their own 49-yard line, right at midfield. This is a chance. If you can stop them here or get an incomplete pass, you've got a chance to get the ball back and skip one of those possessions that the Chiefs rely on so much.
Kansas City 5 of 6 on 3rd downs in this game. From the 49-yard line, 3rd and 7. Snap. Mahomes looks, pressured, rolls to his right. Zimmer gave chase, couldn't bring him down. Here's a pass downfield that is incomplete. Down inside the Buffalo 40-yard line, broken up nicely down there by Josh Norman. Then they get an incompletion on 3rd and 7, and the Chiefs are going to have to punt. Tommy Townsend is in to punt.
Josh Norman should have caught this ball. He was in perfect position covering Demarcus Robinson and just couldn't pull it in. Mahomes was running for his life. The Bills had this defended. They had the angle on him. He wasn't going to be able to run for the first down. Josh Norman just couldn't squeeze it.
Tommy Thompson in to punt. Andre Roberts, the return man. The snap, a good high punt, a beautiful high punt. Fair catch signaled for and made by Andre Roberts at his own 11-yard line. So that's where the Buffalo drive will start. 10:29 left 3rd quarter. Buffalo Bills football brought to you in part by Sullivan's Brewing Company. Raise your glass to Sullivan's Brewing Company, from Ireland to Buffalo, the best ales in the world. Bills trail at 13-10. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network. Earth movers, aerial lifts, compaction and concrete equipment, forklifts, and a whole lot more. Skyworks lineup has whatever equipment your construction job demands. Let Skyworks help you take your job to the end zone. To rent, purchase, or schedule equipment service, call 877-601-5438. Visit SkyworksLLC.com or stop by one of our convenient locations. Skyworks, the official equipment rental company of the Buffalo Bills.
Get in the game with Admar Supply. If you're in construction, Admar is your #1 source for construction equipment. Rent or buy, they have the equipment you need when you need it. Telehandlers, power buggies, track loaders, and so much more. Looking for better options and superior service from your construction supply business? Consider Admar. Still family owned with locations across New York, including Buffalo. Visit admarsupply.com to learn more.
Ugh, I have to do laundry when I get home. I have to lug all my clothes over to the washing machine. Then I get to put them in the dryer and accidentally shrink my cashmere sweater again.
Motorcycles make everything exciting. And when Geico makes it easy to switch and save on motorcycle insurance, it's even more exciting.
I'm gonna fold all my socks into little balls.
Yeah!
Geico Motorcycle. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Don't let the new normal disrupt your business. No matter what's going on in the outside world, Premcom gives you the ability to communicate with your customers from anywhere, including work-from-home solutions with Nextiva. Communicate, collaborate, and serve customers better, whether you're in the office or working remotely with the Nextiva cloud phone system from Premcom. Visit Premcom.com or call 833-SABRES-1 to learn more. Nextiva by Premcom, the official telephone system of the Buffalo Bills and Sabres.
You're listening to the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
3 injuries to report to you. 2 for the Chiefs. Alex Okafor, defensive end, and right tackle Mitchell Schwartz, both ruled out for the rest of this game. And Terrell Dotson, Bills linebacker, shaken up on that last special teams play. He's off to the side right now, walking gingerly with trainers. We'll keep you updated on that. In the meantime, the injury report is brought to you by the Barnes Firm. Injured, call 1-800-8-million.
10.5 left third quarter. The Bills trail Kansas City 13-10. John Murphy, Steve Tasker up here in the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank increasing the value of you. Bills go with double tight ends here on first down from their own 13-yard line. Devin Singletary in the backfield. Here's the snap. Josh comes out throwing with that heavy formation. He throws a screen. Caught by Singletary at the 14. Gets a couple of blocks across the 20. Gets all the way out to the 25-yard line, and he goes down there. Damian Wilson brought him down. It's a first down for the Bills.
It's one of the things they did not do a year ago, Murph. They've got the athletes up there with Mitch Morse and Brian Winters to get out in front of this screen pass, and they do an outstanding job.
They got 13 yards, and they go without a huddle here. Josh takes the snap, spins around, looks downfield, looking to throw. Now he fires it downfield, gets outside the pocket, and throws it away over on the Kansas City bench. It looks like they're going with tempo here, Steve. Not a bad way to switch things up, try to get something going on offense.
Right. Yeah, it keeps the defense from substituting as well. The Bills substituted right before the ball was put into play right to start this drive, so they got the Chiefs to put their people on the field, and then they switched personnel, and the Chiefs did not.
Now it is 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line. 3 targets left side. Tyler Kroft, tight end, tight to the line of scrimmage on the right. Josh takes a snap, looking left, caught by Beasley at the 30, and he is hit hard down to the ground by Tyrann Mathieu. But he gets all the way up to the 30-yard line, a gain of 4 on the short pass from Josh Allen.
Brings up a 3rd and about 6, Murph, and these are, now they're going to huddle up and make sure they get the call that they want here. Crucial down here. You don't want to give this ball right back to the Kansas City Chiefs on a 3-and-out, or, well, it wouldn't be a 3-and-out. They did get a first down, but this would be a very quick possession going pace like they did.
Here we go, 3rd and 6 from the 30. They flank out Devin Singletary wide right side. The snap. Allen has time, fires over the middle, incomplete. Intended for Cole Beasley, crossing over the middle, just thrown a little bit outside of him. He could not hang on. So the Bills forced a punt here. Bojorquez on to do the punting chore.
Yep. Beasley did a nice little stop and go and had a chance for this, and Josh Allen led him just too much. Just an inaccurate throw. We've seen Josh do that all night tonight. He's missed at least 3 throws where, particularly those first 3 throws of the game, that got him off on the wrong foot, and he has not been able to find it yet.
It wasn't 3-and-out. It was 4-and-out for the Buffalo offense. Bojorquez into punt. Hardman waiting for the punt. Kick high in the air. It rolls around the Kansas City 30. Now rolls inside the 20. Still stays in bounds. Bills have it surrounded, and they will down it at the Kansas City 18-yard line. Good punt by Bojorquez. Got a great bounce, and it stayed in bounds. 52 yards on the punt. Right now, the red shirt treatment can come from any of us. Meet Independent Health's honorary red shirts at redshirttreatment.com. 9:05 left third quarter. Bills trail Kansas City 13-10. This is Buffalo Bills football.
When you're part of a community, caring for one another is what you do. And at Univera Healthcare, one of the most important ways we care is helping Western New Yorkers care for themselves. So if it's been a while since you've checked in with your doctor, or you've put off appointments or health concerns, take the time to reconnect and move forward. Knowing the local care and support of your neighbors at Univera Healthcare is always behind you. Find resources and support at univerahealthcare.com.
Buffalo Bills football is being brought to you by Northwest Bank, increasing the value of you.
By Geico. 15 minutes could save you 50% or more on car insurance.
By the Stam Law Firm. Let our family protect your family. Visit stamlaw.com.
By New Wave Energy, your local energy provider.
By Northtown Automotive. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it at Northtown.
By Country Sweet. It's all about the sauce.
And by Firth Jewelers. For all the moments in your life, go forth to Firth. This is Buffalo Bills football.
Find
Finding the perfect used car can feel like searching for a needle in a haystack. Sure, having a large quantity to choose from is nice, but having high-quality options is even better. At Northtown, we make the search simple with a focus on certified pre-owned vehicles. When you see the certified pre-owned symbol from the official vehicle manufacturer, you know that vehicle has passed a rigorous inspection to make sure it meets the manufacturer's standards. If any work needs to be done, like new brakes or tires, our experienced technicians take care of it, so you can drive away with confidence. With Northtown Certified Pre-Owned, you can save money compared to buying new, plus enjoy extras like a manufacturer warranty and roadside assistance. So to find the best value and peace of mind, visit one of our stores or northtownauto.com to find your certified pre-owned vehicle today. Northtown Automotive, an official partner of the Buffalo Bills.
Whatever you're looking for, let's go Buffalo. You'll find it at Northtown.
You're listening to the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
We told you Bills linebacker Terrell Dodson was walking gingerly with trainers. Well, now he is questionable to return to this game with a hamstring injury. That is brought to you by the Barnes Farm. Injured? Call 1-800-8-million.
13-10, Chiefs lead the Bills. 9:05 left third quarter, and another chance here for Kansas City. Drive start from their own 18-yard line. Patrick Mahomes motions his tight end Kaiser off the left side of the formation, takes a snap, going to throw it, fires near side, caught by Tyreek Hill at the 24, dives forward, gets to the 26-yard line before he is brought down by Josh Norman. Tyreek Hill now with just 3 catches in the game for about 17 yards. Steve, he hasn't been. He's always dangerous.
Yeah, he is.
I'm not putting him to bed yet.
No,
but
no. When he's got the ball in his hands, you can just feel everybody tense up because they know with one wrong step he can go the distance.
2nd and 2. Chiefs hit their 26, and flags fly.
There's a penalty on the Chiefs pre-snap.
Ball start. Offense, number 75. 5-yard penalty. It's 2nd down.
That's Mike Remmers, who stepped in to play right tackle in place of Schwartz, who left the game in the first quarter. The Bills, I'm going to jinx them here, but they have yet to been flagged for a penalty in this game, Steve.
Yeah, Mike Remmers started the game at right guard, and then when Mitchell Schwartz went out, couldn't go the rest of the way, he moved to right tackle.
Now it is 2nd and 7 for Kansas City at their own 21-yard line. Chiefs get the Denver Broncos on Sunday. The Bills head to New York to play the Jets. Here's the snap. Edwards-Helaire gets the carry and dodges one tackle from Klein, gets across the 30-yard line, gets across the 35, and he steps out of bounds at the Kansas City 37-yard line. That's a 16-yard run around the right side. Jordan Poyer finally pushed him out of bounds.
Just like that, you go from a 3rd down on that. I believe it was a 3rd down, and yeah, just as simple as that. A little draw play, he bounces outside, and there's nobody there. Bills don't set the edge, and one missed tackle in the backfield by Klein, and he's gone.
First down, Kansas City at their own 38. Quick snap. Mahomes rolls to his right, fires that way, and it is caught over on the far sideline by Byron Pringle, who's wrestled out of bounds by Josh Norman for about 9 yards. Did he get 10? No, he's about 9 yards downfield. They are moving it again. They're just barely short of a first down by less than a yard.
Yeah, Mahomes right now is getting the ball out so fast. The Bills are really concerned about the speed of this defense or this offense, and they're backing way off. And Mahomes is just pushing them off and then coming back and making those short completions.
2nd and 1 from the 47. Edwards-Helaire gets the carry, and he is dumped. He is stopped in the backfield, a loss of about a yard. It was Justin Zimmer leading the charge. The man just called up from the practice squad. Little help from Brian Cox. The other man just called up from the practice squad. He lost about 2 yards, maybe a yard on that
That's
play.
the first tackle for loss he has suffered all night. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with 130 yards on the night with 16 attempts. He is killing them up there, and that's the first loss he has taken on the 16 carries he's had.
Chiefs load up here with 3 tight ends. It is 3rd and 1 at their own 47. They're trying to keep this offense on the field. There's the snap. They're going to pitch it to the outside. Edwards-Helaire breaks a tackle, gets first down yardage into Buffalo territory, and he's finally forced out of bounds at the Buffalo 45-yard line. He got 8 yards on that play. Josh Norman finally pushed him out of bounds.
Taron Johnson and Micah Hyde. Taron Johnson came in and tried to get him to divert himself in the backfield. He submarined the block by Kelsey, and Helaire it gave Hyde a chance to get a piece of Hilaire, but Hilaire stepped out of it. He's a really physical back, hard to make that tackle unless you get a good grip. Hyde couldn't get the good grip, and it turned it into a first down.
Chiefs have run it for 171 yards already. Still 6:15 left in this third quarter. Thompson is the new man in the backfield for Kansas City. Here's the snap, and they give it to him. Let's see what he can do. He can do a lot. Inside the 40, gets down inside the 35, and finally tripped up and brought down by Tremaine Edmonds. That is Darwin Thompson with his first carry of the game. It's another Kansas City first down. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Sports Radio 550 WGR Buffalo and WKSE HD2 Niagara Falls Buffalo, 98.5 FM, a radio.com station.
First down, Kansas City at the Bills' 34-yard line. Here's the snap. Give goes to Darwin Thompson again. He breaks a tackle, gets inside the 30, and squirms down to about the 29-yard line. A 5-yard pickup. Mario Addison will get credit for this tackle.
Murph, if fans were here to watch this, and I'm sure a lot of them are watching it on television, this is a really demoralizing drive for your defense. And we always used to say it when we were playing, that if you can't stop the run, you are defenseless, because they will just keep handing it off until you find a way to get lucky and make a stop. But until the Bills can do that, you can bet Pat Mahomes may not throw the ball again this quarter.
8th play of the drive right here, the snap. And it is, again, Thompson who gets the carry. And this time he is stopped after a gain of maybe a yard, just about to the 28-yard line. Jerry Hughes in on the tackle for Buffalo.
Now here's another third down. This will be a 3rd and about 4 for the Chiefs. And this is a chance to get off the field. Certainly they're in field goal range, but this is an enormous stop for the Buffalo Bills. The Chiefs have been running it. The Bills come out with 6 defensive backs. Chiefs come out with 3 wide receivers and Travis Kelce.
They have Darrell Williams now in the backfield on 3rd and 4 at the Buffalo 28. They're in shotgun. Mahomes taking his time, down to 5 on the play clock. Now the snap. He's going to throw it. Mahomes steps up in the pocket, fires short, caught by Kelce in the middle of the field, dives forward for a first down. Down to the 22-yard line, a 6-yard pickup before Edmonds brought him down.
That was almost just a handoff right there, Murph. Patrick Mahomes could complete 1,000 of those in a row. He dropped back a couple of steps, then just ran towards the line of scrimmage. It turned out it was really a 3-yard completion. Mahomes just zipped it to Kelce, who caught it right off his face mask, turned around, fell forward for a gain of 3 yards past the first down marker, 6 yards total.
Edwards-Helaire back in the game now for Kansas City. This is an impressive drive. Play number 10 coming up. They've gone 60 yards already. Here's the snap. Mahomes back to throw, fires a screen pass caught by Edwards-Helaire. Tries to spin away from Poyer. He cannot. He is dropped by Jordan Poyer back at the 25-yard line, a loss of 3 yards.
That was a loss of 3. Great tackle by Poyer. I don't know whether I'm excited about that play or discouraged, because I think they were so misdirection. The Bills were completely caught at odds, not knowing where that ball was, and they just ended up being where it was. That was a fake reverse end around, fake screen pass one way, screen pass back the other way. Poyer was right on his man.
2nd and 13. Chiefs at the Buffalo 25-yard line. This drive started at their own 18. There's the snap to Mahomes, back to throw, plants his right foot, now he's going to keep it and run with it. Gets inside the 20, headed to the far sideline, cut down at about the 16-yard line by Saran Neal. Bounces right back up. He comes up short of the first down by about 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be a much bigger play than that as Mahomes broke contain. There was nobody over. The Bills closed on it fast once he got past the line of scrimmage, but it brings up a 3rd and about 6 once again, Murph. The Bills just can't get off the field on 3rd down. The Chiefs doing anything they want.
They have Darrell Williams in the backfield with Mahomes. They have 3 receivers to the left side, 1 man to the right. Patrick Mahomes in the gun. There's the snap. Looks. Now he dances to his left. Mahomes going to keep it and run with it again. Gets to the 15-yard line, turns around, and now he dives forward, going to get close to a first down. Did he get it? I don't know. He's about the 12-yard line.
They say he did. They're going to give him the spot. Murphy got the first down.
Wow.
Unbelievable. You got to make that tackle.
He kind of quit on the play. Mahomes stopped and turned around, and I think all of us thought he was going to go down sliding, right? Including those on the field, and that includes the Buffalo Bills defenders.
They're 8 of 10 on third down, and they converted that one, although they're going to call him a little bit short and bring up a fourth down. There's no way Andy Reid doesn't go for this.
It's 4th and inches, and maybe inch at the line of scrimmage is going to be the 13-yard line.
And Tremaine Edmonds completely ran past that play as Mahomes looked like he was going to run out of bounds. Edmonds runs by it and also takes out Saran Neal, so he can't make the tackle either.
First charge, timeout, Kansas City.
Chiefs call a timeout, team timeout, brought to you by Kaleida Health. Wear a mask, save a life. 13-10, Kansas City on top with 1:24 left third quarter. Getting sick or injured never follows a schedule. The CH Care On Demand app from Catholic Health gives you 24/7 access to your medical experts. Catholic Health, the right way to care. What's got Andy Reid so
I think he
worked
thinks
up on the
Mahomes
sidelines?
got the first down. His players thought he got the first down, and so did Andy Reid, and they must have seen a replay different than the ones we saw.
Let's go down to Sal Capaccio. Sal, what did you see?
I have it right in front of me. He didn't get the first down. In fact, I thought they gave him a bit of a generous spot, to be quite honest with you, but he didn't make it.
I think one of the things that the officials didn't call it fourth down for a long time, so Andy Reid was down on the play clock. He had to call a timeout to get caught. He wanted to go for it, but he's not going to go on a fourth down on a play that they have to hurry to get called and hurry to the line of scrimmage. So he was forced to call the timeout, and he didn't like that because it took the officials so long to decide whether it was a first down or fourth down.
Well, if the Bills get a stop here, Steve, it is 4th and inches at the 13-yard line. Let's see what Kansas City can do. This would be a huge stop if Buffalo can pull it off. Mahomes goes shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off. It's a first down and more, headed into the end zone for the touchdown is Darrell Williams. A 13-yard touchdown run off the left guard. Touchdown, Kansas City.
That was almost uncontested, Murph. Williams came off the outside on the left side, and there was absolutely nobody. There was a walk-in. It was a walk-in.
Finishes off an 82-yard scoring drive for the Chiefs.
And it took almost 9 minutes of game time.
1:18 left on the clock, third quarter. Butker in to attempt the extra point. Darrell Williams runs it in from 13 yards out. There's the snap. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Well, Kansas City, their offense took control with that drive. It is 20-10 now. The Chiefs on top of the Bills with 1:18 left third quarter, and this is Buffalo Bills football.
Here in Western New York, we can never take for granted the things, places, and the people that make our hometown great. We are blessed to have ECMC, Western New York's only Level 1 adult trauma center. Their new trauma and emergency department will provide state-of-the-art care and save even more lives. Every donation, small or large, will make a difference for someone fighting for their tomorrow. Visit supportecmctrauma.org.
Have you heard about Sildenafil, the low-cost alternative to Viagra? Sildenafil is still available at both Black Rock and Brighton Eggert pharmacies. Generic Sildenafil has the exact same active ingredient as Viagra, but it's so much cheaper. Why risk buying online when you can buy locally at pharmacies that have served the community for 50-plus years? Pick up your order in person or have it delivered or shipped. Call Black Rock Pharmacy at 876-3070 or Brighton Eggert at 835-6778. That's 876-3070 for Black Rock and 835-6778 for Brighton Eggert Pharmacy.
When you're part of a community, caring for one another is what you do. And at Univera Healthcare, one of the most important ways we care is helping Western New Yorkers care for themselves. So if it's been a while since you've checked in with your doctor, or you've put off appointments or health concerns, take the time to reconnect and move forward. Knowing the local care and support of your neighbors at Univera Healthcare is always behind you. Find resources and support at univerahealthcare.com.
Dear Bills fans, drive a true winner, the Toyota Camry. The Camry is the best-selling car in America for 18 years. Now that is a championship tradition. Plus, the Camry with available all-wheel drive offers a true competitive edge. Contact your local Toyota dealer or visit buyatoyota.com to get yours today, and you could drive off in victory. Go Bills. Toyota, the official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills.
Based on manufacturer estimates, CY 2002 through 2019 sales includes Camry Solara.
You're listening to the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Yesterday in the NFL, the Colts beat the Bengals 31-27, and the Falcons, in Raheem Morris's first game as interim head coach, beat the Vikings 40-23. Giants won 20-19 over Washington, and Baltimore beat Philly 30-28. Philly missed a 2-point conversion at the end to tie that one. NFL scoreboard delivered to you by the UPS stores of Western New York, home of the pack and ship guarantee.
Here it is 20-10, the 10-point deficit for the Bills. A minute 18 left third quarter. Chiefs just went 13 plays, 82 yards, 7 minutes, 47 seconds. And capped it off on a 13-yard touchdown run by Darrell Williams, his first score of the year, first touchdown of the year. Kickoff by Butker through the back of the end zone for the touchback. Well, Steve, the Bills got to get something going, and Josh Allen has been miserable, 8 of 20 for 59 yards, but he's capable of making something happen here, right?
Certainly, we've seen them play significantly better than they played tonight, and played better against defenses that were not as highly ranked as this Chiefs defense. So I'm confident they've got some adjustments with here. Look at this going under center with two backs in the backfield, Murph.
1:18 left to play. Here's the snap in the third quarter, and the give goes to Zach Moss. Moss goes right side, gets a couple. Up to about the 27-yard line, a pickup of 2 before Wilson, the linebacker, brought him down.
Yeah, they went with an old school under center I backfield with a fullback and a tailback and a straight handoff off the right side. It looked like it was well blocked up front. Zach Moss found no place to run as the Chiefs do a nice job of skipping over some blocks. There, as Mitch Morse ended up on the ground, tried to cut a guy and got in the way more so than made a block.
Allen goes shotgun here. Zach Moss off his left shoulder, 2nd and 8. The snap, fakes the handoff, steps back to throw, fires, caught by Tyler Kroft at the 30, and he is cut down at about the 34-yard line. The tackle made by Chardavius Ward. He's about 2 yards short of a first down.
It's a nice little easy completion. Those have been few and far between. Bills go no huddle here. Pace once again, Murph, trying to get a little momentum for their offense.
It is 3rd and 1 at the 34-yard line. Allen alone in the backfield. Directing traffic. Down to 12 on the play clock. Josh takes his time. Going to let the clock wind down to the end of the quarter, apparently, and he does. Why would he do that, Steve? It's not a mistake, but what's the thinking? You look as puzzled as I sound.
I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't think, well, it's a 10-point lead. I mean, if you're going to turn this around, time is not the reason or the issue.
You need plays. All right, so the end of the third quarter. Time to make the switch to the fourth quarter, brought to you by Northwest Bank. Our team is just a call, click, or in-person sit-down away, so you always have peace of mind. Northwest Bank, increasing the value of you. Fourth quarter coming up. Bills trail 20-10. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Hey, it's Jeremy White. Southern Tier Brewing Company's Overpack Variety Pack has everything we need to cheer on our hometown team this football season. Check out the variety. If you're crushing beers at your at-home tailgate, it's got the infinitely drinkable and super refreshing 8 days a week blonde ale. Looking to sip on killer IPAs throughout the game? Overpack has their hazy and juicy IPA, Lakeshore Fog, their Juicy IPA New Juice, and their Double IPA, 2X IPA. Brewed and loved in the 716. Find it near you at stbcbeer.com.
Southern Tier Brewing Company, Lakewood, New York, 21+.
At Northwest, we understand everyone's financial needs are different, which is why we designed Affinity Checking, accounts to meet you where you are in life. Whether it's fee-free essentials or accounts that reward you with our highest money market rates, our team is always just a call, click, or sit down away to ensure you're confident and benefiting from all Northwest has to offer. Affinity Checking, just another way Northwest helps increase the value of you. Northwest Bank is member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Univera Healthcare, proud sponsor of today's Crucial Catch game. Compare because you care at univeraforbusiness.com. Stay tuned for the postgame show following today's broadcast to hear live reaction from the locker room and Bills head coach Sean McDermott. Plus, Chopin the Bulldog will have all the stats and take your calls, tweets, and texts. All on the Bills postgame show, right here on the Buffalo Bills Radio Network. Buffalo Bills football is being brought to you by Northwest Bank, increasing the value of you.
By Geico, 15 minutes could save you 50% or more on car insurance.
By Celino Law, car crash, call Celino, 888-2020.
By Sullivan's Brewing Company. From Ireland to Buffalo, the best ales in the world.
By Admar Construction Equipment and Supplies. Equipment you need when you need it.
And by Pella Windows and Doors of Western New York. Proudly serving Buffalo and Rochester.
This is Buffalo Bills football.
You're listening to the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Well, there's 15 minutes left in the game, brought to you by Geico. Saving you money on car insurance has been in Geico's playbook for over 75 years. So what are you waiting for? After the game, get a quote at geico.com. 15 minutes to go, fourth quarter coming up. Bills trail Kansas City 20-10. Buffalo has the football here, 3rd and 1 at their own 34-yard line. Quick snap by Josh Allen, gives it to Zach Moss, fights through a tackle, and he's going to be stopped short of the first down. He is stopped about a half yard short. Damian Wilson made the tackle for Kansas City. The Bills right back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to go for it here on 4th down, it appears, from their own 34. The offense on the field. 4th and 1. Snap. Josh keeps it himself. He's trying to fight for first down yardage, and I don't know if he made it. There is a flag on the play. Josh Allen may have been stopped too. The Chiefs were lined up in a hurry themselves and ready for that 4th down run by Josh Allen, and a flag thrown. And here's the call from Ron Torbert.
Before the ball was snapped, false start by the offensive center. 5-yard penalty is 4th down.
Cody Ford stayed down after that. He's going to have to be attended to by the training staff.
False start charge to Mitch Morse. And now Corey Bojorquez comes on to punt. It'll be 4th and about 6 yards to go. Well, that was a risky play at any rate, Steve. 4th down.
Well, they left Chris Jones
34
on that 3rd down play. Chris Jones was in the backfield. I mean, unbelievably fast, right through. And Zach Moss had to dodge him and twist away from him before he could even think about bolting for the first down. So that play was blown up for a moment. And on that last play, looked like in the tussle, looked like Mitch Morse got caught and rolled up on Cody Ford's leg. He stayed. Ford is down.
They are tending to Cody Ford, and we're going to take a break here. Getting sick or injured never follows a schedule. The CH Care On Demand app from Catholic Health gives you 24/7 access to your medical experts. Catholic Health, the right way to care. 14:36 left, fourth quarter now. The Bills trail by 10, 20-10. This is Buffalo Bills football.
When you're part of a community, caring for one another is what you do. And at Univera Healthcare, one of the most important ways we care is helping Western New Yorkers care for themselves. So if it's been a while since you've checked in with your doctor, or you've put off appointments or health concerns, take the time to reconnect and move forward, knowing the local care and support of your neighbors at Univera Healthcare is always behind you. Find resources and support at univerahealthcare.com.
Hey, it's John Legend.
And Kelly Clarkson. We're so psyched the voice is back.
With Blake Shelton and the return of Gwen Stefani.
Hey, so since Blake won last year, maybe we should take him down, if you know what I mean.
Actually, I'm not sure I do.
Right. Wink twice if you think I mean what I think I mean.
Okay, I'm just gonna walk away slowly.
Wait, was that a blink or a wink?
Gwen Stefani returns on the all-new season of The Voice. Blind auditions begin tonight on NBC.
What's hot for business this week at Staples?
Small prices, big savings.
Help your business go big with amazing prices on everything you need to pack and ship.
Right now at Staples, save 20% on UPS expedited shipping services. Plus, save up to 30% on select shipping supplies.
Shop in-store or get same-day delivery through Instacart and save big at Staples.
Ends 10/31 while supplies last. In-store only. See store for details. Instacart fees, taxes, and or tips may apply. Delivery subject to availability. Additional terms apply.
When you're looking for winter boots, visit the Lockport Outdoor Store. They have outdoor boots from the brands you love: the Sorrel, Merrell, Timberland, Keen, Muck Boots, and more. Locally owned, the Lockport Outdoor Store has what you need for the tough winter months ahead. Stay warm, stay dry, stay safe with outerwear from Carhartt, Columbia, and Choco. Outdoor wear that's built to work or play as hard as you do. The Lockport Outdoor Store. When the going gets bad, they've got the goods. Transit Road at Robinson in Lockport.
You're listening to the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Bills forced to punt it away here. 14:40 left in the game, trailing the Chiefs 20-10. Corey Bojorquez into punt. Nicole Hardman is waiting for the punt from Bojorquez. It's been a rough night offensively for the Bills. Just 141 yards of offense, 1 first down in the third quarter, and 26 yards of offense in the third quarter. Bojorquez gets the snap, gets the punt away, a nice one. Hardman backing up, fields it at his own 7-yard line. Right side of the field, cuts across the other way. Going up the left side now, and he gets wrestled down to the ground. A good tackle there by Jaquan Johnson. He horse-collared him at about the 13-yard line and brought him right down, and Hardman is a fast guy.
Yeah, it's great coverage by the Bills on that one. They came down. There's a flag on the far side of the field down there.
Down around
Don't
the
know what the call will
line.
be. We'll get it in a minute, but that was great coverage by the Bills. Hardman tried to get around the corner, had to run all the way across the field, and there was just nowhere for him to plant and get his foot up and cut up the field. Bills had him covered.
During the kick, holding number 29 of the receiving team. The penalty is half the distance from the end of the kick. Kansas City's ball. First down.
Bo Pete Keys holding on the kick, the punt return. He dragged Saran Neal down to the ground. So the Chiefs will start at their own 6-yard line. 14:27 left. A lot of time left here, Steve. A lot of time.
There is a lot of, whole fourth quarter is left, but the Bills have got to find a way to solve the running game of the Chiefs. Over 200 yards given up on 3 quarters of this game. They have not solved it yet.
First down, Kansas City at their own 6-yard line. Patrick Mahomes takes the snap, hands it off. Edwards-Helaire. Edwards-Helaire ducks under a tackle, gets across the 10 up to about the 11-yard line before he goes under tackle. Tremaine Edmonds brings him down. 5-yard pickup.
Well, a 5-yard pickup. It's not a very good, well-defended play, but you kind of take it at this point. The Bills have really struggled to get on top of it, and not giving up a 12-yard run is a good thing.
2nd and 5 from their own 11-yard line. Kansas City with Edwards-Helaire off the left shoulder of the quarterback, Patrick Mahomes. Hardman goes in motion right to left. Mahomes going to throw it. Fires down the middle. Caught by Robinson at the 24. Makes one man miss. Gets across the 30. And he's finally pushed out of bounds in the Kansas City sideline.
Yeah, Tre'Davious White gave him one extra little shove after about a step
and
off
there's
the
a flag.
field. And
it's about a late flag.
And it was a late flag. Tre'Davious White gave him just a hair extra after they were out of bounds, and they called it because the Chiefs' sideline erupted.
Yeah, but I mean, come on. If you see it, call it, but don't wait 5-10 seconds to call it.
Hardman getting this at a dead run across the field, and the Bills rallied to get him. It was going to be a first down anyway.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Defense, number 27. A 15-yard penalty is added to the end of the play. Automatic first down.
Third penalty against the Bills in this game, and a very costly one. He was way out of bounds when Tre'Davious White shoved him. Tre'Davious doesn't have much of a case, actually. It was a very bad flagrant penalty.
I mean, it wasn't malicious or flagrant. They had a stiff arm, and he knocked it away and pushed him, and they were already past the line of the out-of-bounds line.
So it's first down Kansas City at midfield at their own 47. The give goes to Edwards-Helaire. Hops around, gets through traffic, and is brought down finally at the Buffalo 49-yard line by Jerry Hughes. Boy, he is really doing some damage. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He's had a great first half of his rookie season, and this might cap it off for him, what he's done so far.
When the Chiefs drafted Edwards-Helaire, this is what people around the football in the NFL were afraid the Chiefs would look like. To be able to run for 200 yards and then have Pat Mahomes and all these track stars on the outside, it almost looked insurmountable. Tonight, it has looked that way.
Edwards-Helaire, 148 yards on 26 carries. They're going to throw to him here, and Mahomes completes the pass. He is ripped down to the ground, and Jordan Poyer brings him down out of bounds, and a flag goes down there.
And that's going to be another personal foul on Jordan Poyer, who threw Edwards-Helaire off of his own body, and the official thought it was a little extra.
Now the Bills have lost all composure.
Yeah, that's not good.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Defense, number 21.
Jordan Poyer, Tre'Davious White.
Penalty is added to the end of the play.
They got to do better than that.
Automatic first down.
30 yards and penalties out of bounds hits.
Yeah, and that was on a play they had him stopped.
Yep. So now the Chiefs have a first down at the Buffalo 35-yard line. They have a 10-point lead. This drive started for Kansas City back at their own 6. This is tough to watch right now. Mahomes brings him out of the huddle. Edwards-Helaire off his right shoulder. The tight end Kaiser in motion right side. Here's the snap. Gives it to Edwards-Hilaire. He's got a clear path over the left side. Gets inside the 30 before he goes down. Tremaine Edmonds makes the stop. 6 more yards for Clyde Edwards-Hilaire. Portions of Bills football brought to you by Independent Health. Right now, the red shirt treatment can come from any of us. Meet Independent Health's honorary red shirts at redshirttreatment.com.
In a game like this, Murph, the offensive line of the Chiefs is really starting to feel its oats. In a game, in a league where everybody throws it and they end up backing up and pass protecting, they get a chance to fire out and really make hay in the run game. This offensive line is really, really energized right now.
2nd and 3. Chiefs at the Buffalo 28-yard line. Tyreek Hill in motion right side. Mahomes hands it off. Edwards-Hilaire's got good blocking over that side. And he fights for almost first down yardage before A.J. Klein and Tremaine Edmonds bring him down. It is a first down. This is painful, Steve.
Yeah, it is. It's really a death by 1,000 cuts. You know, just cannot stop them up front, and they're just winning the line of scrimmage right now, Murph. And the Chiefs are perfectly content with a 10-point lead, just to grind it out on the ground and let this game end with the clock running and run plays.
First down, Kansas City at the Buffalo 25-yard line. The snap. Edwards-Hilaire gets the call again. Fights through traffic, still on his feet, dives forward, going to get close to another first down at about the 16-yard line, maybe a yard short.
It's a 9-yard run on a first down, and Edwards-Hilaire will come off, and they will bring in Darrell Williams. Hilaire probably needs a breather.
Yeah, 22 carries, 167 yards. Oh. It is a second down for Kansas City. 2nd and 1 at the Buffalo 16. This drive started for them at the back of their own 6. The Bills had a whisper of a chance back then. Mahomes takes the snap, gives it to Darrell Williams. He gets going forward, and he may have enough for a first down.
It might mark him just shy this time. It'll bring up a 3rd and about a half a yard for the Chiefs. They're not going to give him the first down on this. It's going to be 3rd down.
3rd and 1 at the Buffalo 16, less than 1.
Nothing complicated about this, Murph. There's nothing to analyze, nothing. The Pat Mahomes, you can say what you want about the formations and who's in the backfield and where the wide receivers line up, but there is nobody getting this ball except the running back, whoever it is, behind Mahomes.
Darrell Williams is the running back now, and he gets the pitch off the snap. Williams waits for blockers, and the Bills have him surrounded. He's not going to get there. He's dropped back around the 21-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds in there with Justin Zimmer, and the Chiefs are going to be forced to attempt a field goal here by Harrison Butker. What a drive that was, though. 8 plays, 78 yards, 3 minutes, 54 seconds. 9.5 still left in this game, but time is rapidly running out on the Buffalo Bills. It's going to be a field goal attempt of 37 yards for Harrison Butker from the left hash towards the tunnel side of Bill Stadium. There's the snap. Butker's kick is long enough. It is up, and it is good. Kansas City goes up by 13 points. It is 23-10. Bills football brought to you in part by Toyota, the official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills. 23-10, 9:07 left. This is Buffalo Bills football.
Dear sports fans, at Toyota, we always give you our best, and you're the reason we keep winning. You made the RAV4 the country's best-selling compact SUV. You made the Camry the country's best-selling car. You made the Corolla the best-selling car in the world. Thanks for being part of our team. Toyota. Visit buyatoyota.com to learn more.
Based on manufacturer estimates CY 2017 through 2019 sales, based on manufacturer estimates CY 2002 through 2019 sales, includes Camry Solana. Based on manufacturer sales estimates through CY 2011, includes Iris and Sprinter models.
Notice a rattle in your ducts or a rise in your heating and cooling bills? If you do, give Belknap a ring. With 0% financing, the cost of upgrading to a high-efficiency blower system is a breeze. Learn more at belknapheating.com. Go green. Save energy and money with Belknap. Schedule a free estimate on your new installation.
For more comfort with less ka-ching, give Belknap a ring. Call 688-1728. Give Belknap a ring.
Are you a 50-year-old male with pre-existing conditions? Conditions where you may be a bit porky and have type 2 diabetes?
If so, $1 million of term insurance should only cost about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-345-2789. If you lean left or right, wear a mask or don't, Big Lou will find an affordable term life policy for you. Big Lou's been very, very busy lately finding affordable term life insurance for people with pre-existing conditions. He's great on the phone with a bedside manner second to none. Get a term life quote now by calling 800-345-2789. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford with no broken promises. So call Big Lou. He's a lot like you, and he's hoping for a vaccine too. For affordable term life, call Big Lou at 800-345-2789, 800-345-2789, or biglou.com.
You're listening to the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
So Bills guard Cody Ford went to the tent, but now he is considered doubtful to return to this game with a knee injury is what they're calling it. The injury report is brought to you by the Barnes Firm. Injured? Call 1-800-8-million. He kind of got rolled up there in the last drive, guys.
Well, you know, that was another 75-yard scoring drive for Kansas City. 10 plays, 520. Ended up with a 37-yard field goal by Harrison Butker. It is 23-10. Bills trail it with 9:07 left. Still some time left in this game. Harrison Butker's kick in the air. No chance for Andre Roberts. Touchback. Well, Josh Allen, who has been miserable so far tonight, 9 of 21, 66 yards. Yet another chance to do something here, Steve.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get their rhythm. I mean, 13 points down. You'd like to think maybe they could climb back into it, but that's if they can keep the Chiefs off the scoreboard again and get a couple of drives put together in these last 9 minutes and 7 seconds. But they have not done enough offensively to give you any hope that things are going to switch around now. Josh Allen's been hurried and hasn't been able to find his receivers.
Bills have third-year man Ike Butker in at left guard in place of Cody Ford. First down from the 25. Snap to Allen. Fires at far sideline. It is caught over there up around the 30-yard line. And finally, Stephon Diggs goes down at the 33. Trevarius Ward brought him down. That's an 8-yard pickup. I'm sorry, that was Gabriel Davis who made the catch.
And the Bills going no huddle here for obvious reasons. They need 2 scores here with 8.5 minutes going, or 8 minutes and 40 seconds.
2nd and 3 from the 32. The snap. Allen fires one over the middle, and he missed badly. Intended there for John Brown, and a flag goes down around the 40-yard line, and a pass interference call coming up against Kansas City. Bashad Breeland with contact.
Yeah, those have been maybe those pass interferences and illegal contact have been the best plays offensively for the Bills.
I think you were on to something when you said it a few minutes ago, Steve. Clearly, the Kansas City Chiefs defensive secondary playing more physical, and they're not afraid to hit them. And I saw 3 of their previous games, I think 4, and they didn't play like this.
Yeah, they have. I think this has been the modus operandi is being very physical on the outside, really harrying the receivers. Don't let them get loose in the secondary. Don't give Josh Allen a window to throw it.
First down at the 40. Josh Allen going to throw it here. Fires, caught by Diggs at the 44. Gets wrestled down to the ground, and he's brought down by Hitchens, the linebacker. They'll give him the 45-yard line. That's a 5-yard pickup. Moments ago, Cody Ford on the back of a golf cart taken up to the Buffalo locker room.
Now Josh Allen, we'll see how comfortable he is and how the Chiefs adjust to this up-tempo offense. We'll see if the Chiefs decide to bring pressure in Josh Allen's face to disrupt this fast-paced offense.
2nd and 5. There's the snap. Allen takes a look. Pressure, gets away from it. Now he's going to keep it and run with it, and he steps out of bounds after picking up the first down at the Kansas City 49-yard line. There a flag down?
Flag down on the far side. Looks like it's in the secondary.
Flag down about the 48-yard line over by the Kansas City bench.
It's got to be illegal contact or holding.
Way over to the other side of the field, the flag is, and so Ron Torbert gets
illegal
the
use of hands to the face. Defense, number 35. That 5-yard penalty is added to the end of the play. First down.
Trevarius Ward, hands to the face. Got
and
hands up into
another one,
John
just
Brown.
like John. They did it again to John Brown.
Let's go to Sal Capaccio.
Yeah,
go ahead, Sal.
Guys, John Brown hasn't caught a pass, and I got to tell you, he's hobbling around here tonight. He is not right. I could see him right now still limping over as he takes his way to the right side there. Sideline report brought to you by the Salino Law. Crash, call Salino 888-2020.
First down, Bills have it at the Kansas City 44. They're down by 13 points. 7:49 left in the game. Josh Allen, plenty of time to throw, fires a strike. Caught there by Stephon Diggs at the Kansas City 30-yard line. He is brought down there by Breeland. That's a 14-yard pickup. Signs of life from the Buffalo offense midway through the fourth quarter here.
The Bills are protecting a lot better. The Chiefs are bringing a straight four-man rush. They're in no hurry, and they don't want to show any pressure packages. They don't have to. And the four-man rush is not getting home, so Josh Allen's having a lot more success.
First down at the Kansas City 30-yard line. Allen under center here. Looks over the Kansas City defense. Got 2 targets right side, 1 to the left. Play action fake. Josh steps up in the pocket, fires down the middle, caught by Cole Beasley at the 17, spins forward, gets down just inside the 10-yard line, and he is brought down there. Chiefs all around him, and he is brought down by Ben Neiman. They'll give him the 8-yard line.
Yeah,
that's a pickup of 22 yards on that play.
Yeah, this is about how many possessions are left, Murph, with 6 minutes, 45 seconds to go as Josh Allen is shotgun. They've got to get this ball in the end zone and get the ball back and score again to win this game.
First and goal from the 8, the snap. Josh Allen fires a strike. Cole Beasley makes a catch at the 2, trying to dive into the end zone. He is in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley fought for those 2 yards that he desperately needed to put the Bills in the end zone. Touchdown, Bills.
Yeah, he got hit at about the 2, caught himself, and then extended the ball even in contact, and that is a touchdown. The replay shows it, no doubt about it. Under a steady rain, the Bills go the distance of the field, 75 yards for the touchdown.
Yeah, the rain picked up in intensity during that drive. Josh Allen fires a strike to Cole Beasley with 6:34 left to play. And here comes the extra point try. The Bills lined up for the Catholic Health extra point. Catholic Health, the right way to care. Tyler Bass, the 33-yard extra point kick. It is long enough, and it is good. It is good. It is 23-17. The Bills trail it now by 6 points with 6:34 left to play. Hang on, Steve. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, there's no question. Now, the challenge remains, Murph. How do you get the ball away from the Kansas City Chiefs offense? That has been the issue from the first snap of the football game. And the Bills, particularly in this second half, have not figured out. They have given up. At one point in this game, they were 37 rushes for 239 yards. The Chiefs are averaging 6.5 yards a carry, Murph. You can't beat them when you do that.
Josh Allen, 5 for 5 passing on that last scoring drive for 56 yards. Sal Capaccio has more information on the drive.
Yeah, it was a 6-play, 75 yards in total. It took 2 minutes and 33 seconds. That's your Toyota drive time. That's driven to you by Toyota, the official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills. Guys, we got a new ball game here, actually.
Kansas City on top, 23-17. For 24/7 access to our medical experts wherever you are, go to chcareondemand.org and download our telehealth app, Catholic Health, the right way to care. Steve, I got a solution for you, how to shut down the Chiefs. Take away the ball. Let's get a takeaway.
They've got one takeaway, and I would have told you if you're going to win the takeaway battle, you're going to win this game, but the Bills are doing that. They're up 1 on the takeaway battle. The problem is, Murph, and we say it over and over again, the Chiefs' running attack is the difference in this game. It's not Patrick Mahomes, the Super Bowl MVP or the MVP of the league. It's not Travis Kelce or Tyreek Hill, the cheetah, this high-flying, fast offense. It is none of that. It's that offensive line and these running backs who are absolutely bulldozing the Bills' defense.
Cole Beasley with the touchdown catch for the Bills. An 8-yard pass completion from Josh Allen for Beasley, his second touchdown of the season. And he really had to fight for the final 2 yards of that touchdown. And we're going to make that the electric play of the game, brought to you by Belknap. Go green. Save energy and money with electric heat pump solutions from Belknap. So they got to get in there and rake the ball away, but they have to make sure they're sure tacklers too, which is a difficult balance to strike.
Just before the game, Murphy asked me the keys, and I said this game defensively was going to be about making plays. Forget about the success the Chiefs have. You've got to do something special at some point in the game. Yes, the Chiefs are a very good offense. They're going to have some success against you, but you've got to find a way to get that play away from, get the ball away from them, knock the ball loose, a tipped interception, a batted down pass on third down. Find a way to make something good happen for the Bills if you're a defender. Just one play, and that's the kind of situation they're in now with 6:34 to go.
Steady rain falling in Orchard Park. Tyler Bass kicks it off. Nicole Hardman will field it. It is 2, and he starts upfield between the hash marks. Cuts to his left. He's going to be wrapped up and stopped at about the 13-yard line. A couple of Bills in there on the stop, including Tywan Jones. So the Bills will start to play defense here. Let's send it down to Sal on the sideline.
Yeah, guys, you just mentioned it, Murph. I've been able to stay dry most of this game. Not anymore. It is coming down here. It's coming down pretty good. It's steady. We actually had a pretty heavy rain about maybe 5 minutes ago, right around that touchdown. It's not as heavy, but it is coming down pretty steadily here.
Kansas City Chiefs with a 6-point lead over the Bills. 6:26 left to play. Chiefs have 2 timeouts left. The Bills have 3. Patrick Mahomes trying to hang on to this lead. First down at his own 13-yard line. Here's the snap, and the give goes to Edwards-Hilaire. Follows his blocks, trying to head up the middle, and he's going to be stopped there. Brian Cox and a couple of others in on the stop for Buffalo. Taron Johnson as well. Got to about the 15-yard line, so that's about a 1-yard pickup.
Yeah, not for nothing, but on that last kickoff, Murph, the Chiefs were expecting an onside. They had their hands team up. They were plastered up, and that's why they had Tyler Bass don't kick it out of the end zone. If they've got their hands team out there, kick it short, make them return it with a bunch of guys that aren't used to being on kick return, and it paid off. Got them down inside their 15-yard line.
Good point. 2nd and 8 from the 15-yard line. Shotgun time. Patrick Mahomes takes the snap, fakes the handoff, steps up in the pocket, fires it downfield, and it is caught at the 34-yard line by Travis Kelce. The Bills say it hit the turf, but they rule it a completion at the 35. That's about a 20-yard pickup.
And the Chiefs are going to go with no huddle. And this play on the replay, I think Kelce caught that ball.
Very close. Chiefs aren't wasting any time here. First down at the 35. Snap, and the give goes to Edwards-Hilaire, who was swallowed up.
He fumbled it.
He fumbled it, and the Bills come up with the football. The Bills say they have it.
And they do.
Bills have the football. They've got it deep in Kansas City territory at about the 30-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds comes out of the pile with a football.
Ed Oliver knifed through on that play, or was it Justin Zimmer? Might have been Justin Zimmer.
There's a fumble recovered by the defense.
The Bills got to hurry up and get a snap here because his left knee, Edwards-Hilaire's left knee, may have been down.
It's going to be reviewed anyway on the turn.
Takes it, looks downfield. Cox's arm fires short. It is caught. It is caught by the tight end Kaiser, and Kaiser is wrapped up and dropped at the 42-yard line. A.J. Klein on the stop for Buffalo.
A.J. Klein just made the best play he's made all year. Knifed in, submarine the screen pass offensive lineman, and got in on the legs of the runner there. Just made a nice run. Kaiser trying to cut back in, and Klein, like I said, Murph, that's as good a play as he's made this season.
Chiefs are 7 of 11 on third downs. This is as big as they come. 3rd and 12. Kansas City at its own 33-yard line. The snap. Bills rush forward. Mahomes cocks his arm, lolls to his right, looking downfield, fires downfield, got a man wide open. It is caught at the 42-yard line of the Bills, caught by Pringle, and he gets the first down and more. He finally is brought down at the Buffalo 29-yard line. That could be a backbreaker right there. Oh, man, Byron Pringle, a 38-yard hookup with Patrick Mahomes, who bought the extra time and waited and found his man wide open.
Yeah, we talked about this new generation of quarterbacks, Murph. Everybody's got to have one. The quarterback's got to be able to extend the play. That's what Mahomes did. It puts so much pressure on your secondary, and finally Pringle just comes open and gets the easy reception after so much time had passed during the down.
Now Mahomes content to let the clock wind down. The Bills with 3 timeouts are going to have to use them. Now the snap, and the give goes to Williams. Williams, jab step right, starts to his left, gets maybe 2 yards down to the 27.5-yard line before he's stopped. Brought down by Quentin Jefferson.
Chiefs perfectly willing now to handle it off and let him run up in between the guards, Murph, as the Bills take their first timeout. And
that's Buffalo's first timeout of the half.
You know, this is all about the clock now.
That team timeout by the Bills brought to you by Kaleida Health. Wear a mask to save a life.
Now you're really forced up against the wall, Murph. It's a turnover or nothing right here. The Chiefs, even a field goal puts this out of reach.
Well, that might have been the biggest play of the game, the 38-yard completion to Byron Pringle. Byron Pringle playing today because of the injury to Sammy Watkins. An amazing throw by Mahomes. That's what made it happen. It is now 2nd and 6. Kansas City at the Buffalo 26-yard line, ready to go. 3.5 minutes left. Bills down to 2 timeouts remaining. The snap. Mahomes gives it. 2 hands on the ball by his tailback, Edwards-Helaire, and he is dropped to the ground by Jordan Poyer and A.J. Klein. They stop him back around the 36-yard line.
Bills will take their second time out of this.
Or the 26-yard line. No gain on the play.
They'll take their second time out, stop the clock once again, 3:21 left. Not much time.
Buffalo. This is a 30-second timeout.
Team timeout brought to you by Kaleida Health, where a mask save a life.
And once again, here it is, Murph. 3rd and 7 with a chance to get the Chiefs into a field goal attempt if they can hold up, but they just have not been able to do it tonight.
Coming up in the postgame show, we'll hear from head coach Sean McDermott, quarterback Josh Allen, and others. Shope and the Bulldogs standing by to take your phone calls. A lot of questions to be asked, a lot of issues to be raised, but this one's not over quite yet. 3rd and 7 for Kansas City at the Buffalo 27-yard line with 3:21 remaining. Patrick Mahomes lines him up, gets him set to go. 3 targets lined up left side. 1 man, Kelsey, the tight end to the right. Mahomes takes, looks, gets out of the pocket. Now he's going to keep it and run with it. Sees a first down, sticks, and he slides down at the 19-yard line. That is enough for a first down, an 8-yard pickup, and a fresh first down for Kansas City. Now it's trouble. 3:05 left.
This Chiefs team makes it look so easy. And, of course, when you're running the ball for a couple of hundred yards during this game, it's going to look that way. Pat Mahomes just gets out, and there's nobody there to tackle him. The Bills have him covered up in the back end. But on a 3rd and 7 or 3rd and 8, Pat Mahomes, as mobile as he is, makes it look easy. 1st and 10 on the Bills' 17-yard line, and this game's slipping away.
Patrick Mahomes in total command of this game, and not just through passing it. He's 20 of 25 passing for 217 yards, but he is in command of this offense and the game. Bills spend their 3rd and final timeout, brought to you by Kaleida Health. Wear a mask, save a life.
Yeah, he has been sensational when he really didn't have to be that good in the passing game. I'm surprised they've thrown it 25 times. It seems like they have not had to at all, and even if they did drop back and Mahomes tucked it and ran with it, it was a positive play, and those don't even count as pass attempts.
3:10 left to play. Chiefs lined up, ready to go. First down at the Buffalo 18-yard line. Mahomes takes, hands it off. Edwards-Helaire wrapped up in the backfield. He's going to be knocked down back at about the, they'll give him the line of scrimmage. No, they'll drop him back to about the 22-yard line. Ed Oliver and Tre'Davious White on the stop. Now the clock runs on, and the Bills can't do anything about it. Want to shout out our affiliate in Jamestown, WJTN 1240 AM, and today's SC93 in Jamestown in Chautauqua County. That's the Listen at Work station. Lee John on the board down there. Thank you, Lee, for being part of our team. Bills watch precious seconds tick away. The Chiefs taking their time. Now they break the huddle. 2.5 minutes left. Kansas City up by 6.
2nd and 14 here, Murph, on the 22.
The snap. Mahomes drops back, screen pass, caught by Edwards-Helaire at the 22. Gets to the near sideline. The Bills drag him down over there. A.J. Klein drags him down, and he drags him down out of bounds, so the clock is stopped with 2:19 left to play. He is out of bounds at the 14-yard line.
One of those screen passes. The Bills defenders are so bent on getting to Mahomes when they finally get a chance to. It takes that extra click in your brain to realize that you're not supposed to be doing it. There's a screen pass going behind you. It's been so difficult to catch him tonight. Perfect use by Andy Reid of a screen pass there to use their aggression against him.
It is 3rd and 6. Kansas City at the Buffalo 14-yard line. Mahomes takes the snap. Going to throw it. Or is he? Rolls to his left. Looks downfield. He's content to run with the ball, and he runs out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Stays in bounds.
Yeah, you keep the clock rolling.
It'll take him to the 2-minute warning for a field goal try from the Bills' 13-yard line.
And that's where we're at. The 2-minute warning brought to you by M&T Bank, the official bank of the Buffalo Bills. 2 minutes to play. Chiefs are going to try to put a field goal on the board. They lead at 23-17. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
You get a whole lot of something with Farmers Policy Perks. So much, I'm going to have to speed things up. You can get the Farmers Signal app, and that could get you up to 15% off your auto policy. That's just for using the app and driving like the normal speed limit adhering, full stop making, lane change signaling human being you are. Get a whole lot of something with Farmers Policy Perks. Start with a quote by calling 1-800-FARMERS.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Now for the legal something.
Not available in every state and discount varies. Only available with select Farmers branded policy. Subject to terms and conditions. Underwritten by Farmers Truck and Fire Insurance Exchanges or affiliate.
Experience the #1 men's groomer on the market. Manscaped.com has everything you need for simple and effective manscaping. Their new trimmer, the 3.0, featuring a cutting-edge ceramic blade to prevent manscaping accidents. Get all of your men's grooming products at Manscaped.com, like the hair trimmer, razor, nail kit, cleansing gel, deodorant, and more. Head over to Manscaped.com and use promo code RADIO for 20% off your order and free shipping. Manscaped.com. That's Manscaped.com, promo code RADIO.
Papa Charlie's Italian Beef wants to thank you for 30 years of loyalty by offering a hot 4-pound price at your local Jewel store locations.
Hey, I'm Andy. I'm still not famous, but you might remember that I started Harry's because I was tired of overpaying for razors. It always felt like big brands were taking advantage of us. Every time they improved something back then, prices seemed to go up. At Harry's, we take a different approach. Today, I'm proud to introduce our sharpest blades ever, available at the same price as before, as low as $2 each. They're a new, sharper version of our German-engineered blades. Guys who shave 4 days a week have told us that with our new blades, their 8th shave is as smooth as their first. And we stand by that, with a 100% money-back quality guarantee at harrys.com. Harry's is now available almost everywhere you shop, including in-store at most major retailers near you. For those who prefer to shop online, you can get a Harry's starter set with a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, shave gel, and a travel cover. All for just $3 plus free shipping. Just go to harrys.com and enter 7700 at checkout. That's harrys.com, code 7700. Enjoy.
This is Buffalo Bills football.
Buffalo Bills in deep, dark trouble here. 2 minutes to play. They trail at 23-17, and the Chiefs are lined up to attempt a 30-yard field goal towards the tunnel side of Bills Stadium from the left hash mark for Harrison Butker. They lead at 23-17. That'll make it a 9-point game and virtually out of reach for the Bills if they make it. Here we go. 30-yard field goal attempt for Butker. The holder is Tommy Townsend. The punter, the long snapper, is James Winchester. Here we go. Snap is good. Butker's kick is on the way. It is up, and it is true. Right through the heart of the goalposts. Field goal is good. And now it's a 9-point margin with 1:56 to play. The Bills need a miracle now, Steve. 1:56, no timeouts, and they're down by 9.
Yeah, you're going to have to score fast, and all kinds of bad things are going to happen. I mean, This is a Bills game that really, to me, Murph, was, and you can say what you want about the Chiefs, 26 points is below their average, I would say.
Oh, yeah. They were averaging 30 coming into the game, 29.8 points per game.
And the Bills, I know they've given up a couple of hundred yards rushing, but I kind of hang this on the Bills' offense a little bit. They got off to a slow start. Josh Allen, 3 straight incompletions on the first possession of the game. They couldn't stay on the field, and I think that's been the difference. Certainly, they've had some success, particularly here late when the Chiefs were just when time was more important than giving up points. But as bad as this defense of the Bills looked tonight, only giving up 26 points to this team.
Kickoff by Butker, sails through the end zone. Bills will start from their 25 after the touchback. It
becomes, like we said, Murph, it's about the possessions in the game.
Yeah,
you can't get off step with the Chiefs. If they're going to score, you have to answer, and the Bills' offense couldn't do that tonight.
That field goal, by the way, Steve, was yet another 75-yard scoring drive for Kansas City. I think that's their 4th tonight, 4 75-yard drives.
And I'll say this, too. Good teams do that, Murph. And if you want to have a defense against a great offense, make them go the long way. But the Chiefs are good enough. They're going to do it. They'll take particularly when they can run the football and there's really no risk of turning it over.
First down for Josh Allen and the Bills at their own 25. 1:56 left. No timeouts remaining for Buffalo. Allen takes the snap. Back to throw. He gets surrounded by a couple of Chiefs and he fights through it and scrambles his way up to the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Willie Gay, rookie linebacker, brought him down there. Josh almost got sandwiched between a couple of guys. Bills hurry up, line right up. 1:37 on the clock. Nothing the Bills can do about the time now. Allen back to throw. Flag goes down. Josh fires near sideline for Beasley, and it is incomplete. And there's another flag here.
Oh, we got lucky because Cole Beasley got the interference, and on the far side, Steph Diggs didn't get set before the snap.
2 flags, one at the line of scrimmage and the other one where Beasley
play will go
tried
over
to
again.
make the catch.
This play will be a replay. It'll be 2nd down and 7 once again as they offset.
1:28 left on the clock. When this one ends, we'll hear from head coach Sean McDermott, quarterback Josh Allen, and others. Shope and the Bulldog will be standing by to take your phone calls. We're talking during the last break. It feels like it's midnight. It's not even 8 o'clock yet, Steve. I don't know why.
I'm going to watch.
There were fouls by both teams during the play. Illegal shift by the offense, number 14. Pass interference by the defense. Those penalties offset. Replay 2nd down.
I'm going to watch the late game tonight, Murph, so I can forget about this one.
Arizona and Dallas coming up tonight. All right, so nothing to that play. It is 2nd and 7 from the 28-yard line again. Bills trail the Kansas City Chiefs 26-17. Next week, Buffalo at the Jets next Sunday, 1 o'clock.
Yeah, maybe right now, 9-point loss to the defending world champions, Murph, on a rainy night in Buffalo. It doesn't sound as bad as it feels.
Yep.
And I know for Bills fans, this is a game where you really wanted to see your team play against Pat Mahomes and Andy Reid, and they just have looked less than themselves offensively.
Well, and we set it up, and now Ron Torbert as an official's timeout, discussing with his fellow officials. But before the game, we talked about the Josh Allen-Patrick Mahomes matchup. Really went one way. It was all Pat Mahomes, and Josh was not up to the task, to be clear. And
I think this is the poorest game he's played all year. I mean, you can say what you want about the Tennessee game last week. I thought he played better.
Inside 2 minutes, the illegal shift converts to a false start by the offense, number 14. There was no play. At the time of the false start, the play clock read 1 minute 35 seconds. By rule, that penalty includes 5 yards and a 10-second runoff. Please set the game clock to 1 minute 25 seconds, please. 1:25. The clock will start on my signal.
Now we are deep into the rule book. Into the rule book.
That was a rabbit hole, wasn't it?
Oh, my goodness. Deep into the rule book.
Hey, I understand it now.
Yes. Torbert's good, by the way.
What it cost the Bills, what it looked like, there was 1:28 left, and it cost them 5 yards and 3 seconds in net on that penalty. So here we go, and now we've got
2nd and 12. Bills ready from their own 23. Now the snap. Josh Allen sets up deep, has time, fires it down the middle, and it is tipped and intercepted by Sorensen up around the Buffalo 40. and he scoots out of bounds, and that should just about do it with 1:11 left to play. Daniel Sorensen with the pick.
I don't know where Josh was throwing that. It was a desperation throw. He had the pocket was coming out around him, and that was just it was a throwaway. And Sorensen went up, made it look easy. This ball wasn't tipped or anything. He went up, caught that one-handed, came down with it inbounds, and that'll do it. The Chiefs will come out and kneel it down.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Sports Radio 550 WGR Buffalo and WKSE HD2 Niagara Falls, Buffalo. 98.5 FM, a radio.com station.
John Murphy, Steve Tasker, live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank, increasing the value of you. Patrick Mahomes, first down at his own 38. He kneels it down, and the clock runs on. 1:04, 1:03 left to play. He'll do it once more. The Kansas City Chiefs rebound from their first loss of the season last week when they lost to the Raiders and come up with a 26-17 victory over a pretty good Buffalo team.
Yeah, the Bills dropped to 4-2 and still have the AFC East lead by a full game over the Miami Dolphins, plus a tiebreaker, so it's actually a game and a half if you want to go there. But the Bills have got some soul-searching to do, Murph.
One more kneel down for Mahomes. Comes with 33 seconds left, and the teams converge at midfield to shake hands. Yeah, they got to look at a lot of things, and you said it, Steve. I mean, defense, obviously, to give up those long scoring drives for Kansas City, but the offense was just totally ineffective today. Yes?
Yeah, tip your hat to the world champions as well. They came out and rebounded from the game they had last week against the Raiders in their own home building where they got beat, came out on the road at a 5 p.m. Monday night game and took care of business. Their running game was something to behold tonight. The Bills had no answer for it.
Got to name an MVP of the game. And I call it doesn't have to be a Buffalo Bill. The MVP of the game brought to you by Steve Foley Law. If you've been injured, get injury justice at Steve Foley Law. Hard to pick anyone better than Patrick Mahomes tonight, Steve. 21-26, 225, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions.
I might pick Clyde Edwards-Helaire as well.
Okay.
He was the difference on the ground. That was the aspect of the game that really won it for the Chiefs, and he was the engine behind it. He ended up with 26 carries for 161 yards. That's the difference for me, Murph.
All right, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Can we make him the difference maker of the game? Would you settle for that?
Okay.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire. 26 carries, 161 yards. He's the difference maker of the game, brought to you by Independent Health. Right now, the red shirt treatment can come from any of us. Meet Independent Health's honorary red shirts at redshirttreatment.com. Where do you begin with the Bills, Steve? And how do they begin now on they're playing on Sunday now, a little bit of a shorter week. Where do you start with in an effort to put things back together here?
Well, I think you got to start with getting guys healthy, no question. That helped tonight, I think. The Bills lost 9 points tonight, and it was their offense that was different tonight. Their defense has been a team that has been susceptible to the run. They held the Chiefs to 20. You say held the Chiefs to 26 points, but the points is the one stat that, that's the important one. They couldn't get them off the field with the running game, and they've got to find some answers for that, Murph, and I think that's where you start for the defense. Offensively, they have got to find a way to keep Josh Allen protected, give him a chance to throw the football, and even again tonight against the 29th ranked run defense in the league, the Bills could not run the football. So they've got some warts on this 4-2 record. The last 2 games it caught up with them, and they've got to find a way to once again cover those warts up, Murph. You got to find a way around your own shortcomings, and the Bills tonight, their run defense and their inability to run the ball was the difference in this game.
It is troubling, isn't it, to see Josh Allen play this way, Steve? We talked before kickoff about he normally in big games comes up big in high-profile games. Not tonight. 14-27, 122 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Not that he's solely to blame, but he just was not on it tonight. I don't think he was on it at all. And
no,
as you said, probably his worst game of the year.
Yeah, I think it was his worst game of the year. He came out right from the get-go and was not on target, seemed to be hurrying his throws, not setting his feet to throw them, and they were off target. 3 straight incompletions on first, second, and third down on the first series of the game, and he never really recovered from that. And tip your hat to the Chiefs defense. Steve Spagnuolo, their defensive coordinator, had a great plan against the Buffalo Bills. They were able to get enough pressure and enough coverage in the back end to not give Josh Allen any clear throwing lanes. I think one of the things that we spoke about, and we may see it more, defensive backs playing very physical with these Buffalo wide receivers, and I think that was a difference. Now, they got caught a bunch tonight, maybe at least 3 times couple of illegal hands to the face right at the line, got a couple of pass interference calls, which really turned out to be the biggest offensive plays for the Buffalo Bills. But I think that might be something the Bills can look at and say, we're going to see a lot more of that in the coming weeks.
Best news of the night, the Jets are next. Yeah, come on, man. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you need to beat that team.
Yes,
and and I'll tell you, you can say what you want. We can yuck it up about the Jets, but how confident do you feel coming off 2 straight losses and not playing well in those losses? So the Bills have got to find themselves, get on track offensively, and just get better defensively as well. Tackle better, run fits, win the line of scrimmage on the defensive line. They have not done that at all. And until they can do any of those things, they're not going to look much better than they did tonight.
Second straight loss for the Bills. I want to thank our crew, our spotters, Mike Mullane, Mark Murphy, Jeff Matthews. Stats from Art Plant at the Villages in Florida, operating remotely again. On-site engineering from Todd Large. Game day production, Todd Brody. Intercom Director of Sports Sales is Joe Kowalski. Program scheduling from Mary Jane Smith. An extra credit for her tonight. Engineers Nate Jarrice, Ben Kaufman. Chief Engineer Tom Maddy. Director of Engineering Al Maranka. Program Director Alan Davis. Operations Manager Tim Wenger, Network Game Day Producer Joe DiBiase and Mike Jafari, and our Executive Producer Greg Harvey Wallbanger. All right, Steve, take the rest of the week off. No, you got to work tomorrow, man.
Yeah, I'll be back on with Brownie tomorrow, and we'll be back here in this booth next week.
Sunday, 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Injuries to check on for the Bills. Tyrell Dodson left with a hamstring, and Cody Ford left with an unspecified injury. And maybe Sean McDermott will have more on that for the coach's postgame press conference, brought to you by Northtown Automotive. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it at Northtown. With a loss, the Bills dropped to 4-2. The Kansas City Chiefs now 5-1. Next week, the Bills and the Jets, 1 o'clock at MetLife Stadium on Sunday. Final score tonight from Buffalo. The Chiefs beat the Bills 26-17. For Sal Capaccio and Steve Tasker, I'm John Murphy. Thanks for listening. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
O'Reilly. Count on the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts to recommend the best products for your car. Get maximum cooling system performance for 10 years or 300,000 miles with peak long life universal premixed antifreeze and coolant. On sale now for just $5.99 after mail-in rebate. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
You get a whole lot of something with Farmers Policy Perks. So much, I'm going to have to speed things up. You can get new car replacement. So if your car is totaled, Farmers will pay to replace it with a new one of the same make and model. Like reuniting with an old friend with the added benefit of that new car smell. So it's really new car and new car smell replacement. Get a whole lot of something with Farmers Policy Perks. Start with a quote by calling 1-800-FARMERS.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Now for the legal something.
Optional coverage not available in every state. Only available with select Farmers branded policy, subject to terms and conditions. Underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or affiliate.
Your voice, your vote. In our democracy, they matter. Make yours count. Get registered, learn the issues, and vote by or on November 3rd. Visit vote411.org. This message is furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Did you know there are over 1,000 podcasts on radio.com? Download the app or head to radio.com to listen to all your favorite national and local podcasts, including your favorite morning shows and radio shows on demand. At the top of the app homepage, click the podcast icon to discover new shows, subscribe, and manage your podcast subscriptions. Go to your app store or radio.com/download for all your podcast listening. Radio.com.
Meet Josh.
Hi, everybody.
Josh is a high school basketball player, solid shooter, great teammate.
Hey, don't forget my tenacious D.
And he's my son.
Oh.
So, what does Josh do to be the best basketball player he can be?
I play tennis.
Studies show that student athletes here in New York who play more than one high school sport are more likely to excel. Tennis does more than improve Josh's conditioning. It gives him a fresh competitive outlet, reduces the risk of injury by cross-training, and introduces him to different coaching techniques and new friends.
Don't get me wrong, hoops are my first love. Tennis just gives me a little break.
So when the new season begins, Josh isn't burned out on basketball. He's eager to play. And you can see the difference in his game.
This message presented by the New York State Public High School Athletic Association and the New York State Athletic Administrators Association.
You're listening to the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Ready!
Buffalo Bills game day on the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
All right, here we go. We got to have a drive. 23 left.
1, 2, 3. It's time for the postgame show with Shope and the Bulldog.
And hello again. The Bills lose their second straight. Kansas City 26 and Buffalo 17 on a wet Monday evening in Orchard Park. We'll be taking your calls at 803-0550, hearing from Sean McDermott and maybe a player or two. Bulldog, I'm taking it, is sitting right where he was when we were talking last 3.5 hours ago. So my.
Yes, sirree.
It's dark
but
now.
It's definitely evening now.
Yes.
no
I'll have to give
about that. And, wow, I mean, what did we learn? Kansas City's capable of playing a different kind of game if they want to.
Yeah.
If the opportunity is there, if the conditions call for it, whatever contributed to them running the ball for 245 yards on the Bills. I mean, Sean McDermott paging your defense, bro. Like, that is – they are just getting – punked on the ground so far this year, and today it actually caught up with him and cost him a ball game.
And so you had that, and the offense, starting with Josh Allen, just never got good. You know, there was a drive in the second half that got them back within a score, but right from the beginning of this game, just somewhat like last week, how last week played out, where Allen was off target, and the offense was ineffective. I would also lead with what the Chiefs were, like you did. I mean, that's super impressive. You know how good Mahomes is. You know how dangerous Tyreek Hill is. You know, and Kelsey definitely had his moments in this game, more so than Hill. But the Chiefs, I thought 13-10, mid to late third quarter, like this is, the Bills should want this. And maybe they did. As bad as they looked trying to stop Edwards-Helaire or even throw the ball, you know, that's the game you want against Kansas City. You don't have to lead throughout. You just have to be within reach.
Yeah,
and then get your mistake, get your play.
And they came damn close to getting it. You know, I mean, after they scored to make it a 6-point game, I mean, that's, you know, a fraction of a second there on that strip play. I mean, it was the right call. Hilaire's knee was down before that ball came out, but it was close.
He's also being pushed backwards there, but I don't know if anybody cares about that.
No, probably not. But so that's the game. This whole thing today, to me, felt like a throwback to like the Bills before Allen blasted off, maybe his rookie year, maybe even with Tyrod Taylor as their quarterback. Like, that's what this game looked like, except the difference was, you know, I remember the Bills getting run on like that, 3 years ago or 4 years ago, even with Taylor as their quarterback. But Allen's performance was like from his rookie year, erratic. Running was maybe the most effective thing he did, and then he'd mix in a good throw here or there, whatever. He did throw for a couple of touchdowns, but he was struggling with seemingly – it's easy for me to say easy throws. They were easy-looking throws on TV. I don't know about the combination of the rain. There really wasn't much wind, just the wetness, and even those pellets. Did you see a couple of close-ups of the ball about to be snapped, and they're like those rubber pellets are all over the ball? I've never seen that before.
You're saying maybe that backfired, the extra pellets?
I think maybe the extra pellets hurt both teams' passing games. I don't know.
Maybe.
But it felt like a rookie season Allen game is what it felt like to me today.
Yep, so the Bills fall 26-17 to Kansas City. Kansas City now 5-1. Pittsburgh and Tennessee still undefeated. The Bills at 4-2. 1.5 games ahead of New England. 1 game ahead of Miami, which, you know, is something. The Bills have beaten Miami on the road. I don't know how good they are, but isn't it, like, you know, it's a talk show anyway, so I don't have to be asked this question a certain way. It's reasonable to talk about and wonder how good this Bills team is at this point. They started off the season, of course, blazing, you know, and that's Allen. The defense was the defense much different tonight than it's been on balance through 5 games? You know, they're getting scored on. They're getting scored on, but I think Allen and the offense is more the story here.
Kansas City was able, as you said, to pivot into a different sort of game plan. They took what the defense gave you, as the cliche has it, and they did that all night. And the Bills really have not run the ball well at all this year. They didn't really have that. They had their moments in this game, but not like Kansas City at all.
No.
And, the Chiefs were able to do that and still be successful. The Bills were not. And they were not able to throw it either. So you're kind of stuck there. And so, talking about the Chiefs and the top of the conference, at least for the moment, is closed.
Yeah, sure. Now it's like let's take the next couple of weeks here. They've got the Jets next, and maybe like figure out exactly who you are and what you can do well. Because I'm not real sure right now. I think the conditions that this game was played in, even Kansas City. I mean, Kansas City might have the way they were running the ball. Kansas City might have run the ball all day if it was 80 and sunny. It was so easy. I tend to doubt it, but maybe they would have. But I want to look at both passing games. I mean, Mahomes was much better than Allen, completion percentage wise, yardage wise. He matched his 2 touchdowns. So I don't know how much of a pass you want to give anybody for the weather. But the problem I'm faced with now is if this is who I am on defense, this is who they are on defense. Well, okay, that's going to be tough. I'm going to have to score a lot. And I need a lot better out of my offense, whether it's running the ball like KC did today or getting Allen on target, getting him time, scheming guys open against zone coverages, which we saw a lot of again today, and just like last week against Tennessee. And, I think it's fair to wonder, can I see this team clear to score their way out of trouble?
Well, look.
Because they ain't stopping anybody right now.
Wasn't that always the question going into the season? Wasn't that the question the whole summer about them? Isn't it still? I mean, Kansas City did not even score at their average tonight. And the Bills didn't come close. So you were always going to need to score. I mean, it's just like a throwaway line at this point. You're always going to need to score in the 30s to beat Kansas City. Guess what? You did again. You played them. And you needed, 26 was the